bike.
And I'm missing it. I thought the game was at 4. That shit was at 12:30. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, early.
Isn't it the time that you wanted to record?
Well, I thought the game was later.
That answered the question.
Who
Is
the
this
fuck
not
are
the
you
time that
talking to?
you wanted to record? And the day that you
now
wanted
you
to
take your little
record.
stupid ass voice off as soon
No,
as
I
the
just
niggas
want to
start
make
recording.
sure that this
Don't piss
is because
me
you
off.
can't
Don't
complain
piss
when
me
you
off.
set the time and date.
I just
Vladdy,
explained
understand the atmosphere where you at right now.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
You understand what's going on? You understand?
You see the gaslighting that's happening here?
Who's really gaslighting?
I just mentioned something.
You said I'm missing for you niggas,
Yeah.
but you're the one that set the time.
Because
And
I
the day.
thought the game was at 4.
What
missed
that have to do with
part?
us? What does any of that have to do with us?
That I'm missing the game. The fuck?
All right.
All right, yo.
That's people.
Tron, why you got that face on?
Yo, them glasses is crazy. Y'all niggas look nuts.
I know why I got glasses on. I don't know why he has glasses.
Why do you have glasses on? Let's start there. Because your glasses are darker.
Because my eyes are somber. My eyes are reddish.
Somber.
I have, I've been, just been in that weird space. So I just been covering it because I don't want to give off a dark, even though the black might be a little dark. The all black outfit. With
There's a lot of black.
allergic to broke girls. Shout out to Lava. Shout out to the black billionaires. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
But why does he have on glasses?
Fresh off the block.
What is
party.
that?
It's like to accessorize. So I was also listening to Memphis Bleak podcast, and he was talking about when Michael Jackson was
does
walking
it
in the
to
hallway. And Michael Jackson made everybody in the hallway turn and face the wall. He was like, yo, I don't like looking niggas right in the eye. I was like, yo, I need to adapt that. Like, you know what I mean?
First of all, you did two things. Just compare yourself to Michael Jackson.
That was nuts.
Like, in what aspect?
In an aspirational sense, I'm not on that level yet. Like, my glasses ain't dark like yours. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
it's
probably
crazy.
the one
Yeah.
comparing yourself to
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Second of all, I asked you if you listened to the podcast I did last week about my other best friend passing, right? You said no. But you was listening to Men Bleak shit.
Oh, shit.
Weeks ago.
We got him.
Because you came in here before, you ain't wearing no glasses. When did this aspiration hit you?
We got him.
When did it hit you?
Clean it up.
It hit you. Okay.
Clean it up.
Wait, when was the last time we recorded?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Unhinged today. I don't want no parts.
a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Is there a lot
It is
going
the week after my man's passed. Trom
Condolences.
knew him. You know what I mean? There was a juxtaposition, I guess. Trom on the innocent side of my life and Young on the other side, you would say. Right, Trom? What do you think?
Yeah. Yo, I have this really great picture that kind of paints that. Because at the time, like, Tahoe and I always been best friends, but then we kind of went off and separated. So he was chilling with G Young, I was chilling with my man Steve Cover, and I got this picture with the four of us. And we was hanging out at, what's it called? Like the conventions they used to do in the city at the Jacob Javits.
Okay. Yeah.
Black Expo.
Black Expo.
And I was like, yo, it was a classic time. Like, you know, we both had other best friends at the time, but all four of us was hanging together.
Yeah.
And we all had different energies, but it somehow worked and meshed. It was just,
Yeah.
I got to pull that picture up and show you. It's definitely dope, man.
It's crazy. So Young was living in Atlanta for the last 16, 17 years, right? He passed, and the people in Atlanta want to do a funeral for him down there. And so we had to wait for them to ship the body up here once they was done with him, I guess, or whatever, for lack of a better word. Vladdy, what up? I'll introduce you in a second.
Yeah, it's all good.
You could give your input whenever you want, though, right? This is for everybody. But I was booked to go on a trip and to host a trip this weekend coming from Thursday to Monday. Why they doing the funeral this Saturday? What would y'all do?
The funeral where? In Atlanta? Or?
In New York. Because they were supposed to do it this last week, but they wound up canceling it for whatever reason. And they said, all right, well, we're going to ship the body next week. And then they scheduled it for this Saturday. And when I found out about all this, I told everybody, yo, I can't there's no way I can return the money that was paid to me. I'm hosting the shit, so and it's a whole trip. They pay for the flights, the trip, hotels, everything.
I'm going to get
And they
that
booked
money.
this shit on Saturday.
I'm going to get the money. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, my guy knows how we were when he was here. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, I'm going to get the money. You guys had it set for a specific time. I had something set for a different time. Now you move this thing to this thing. I'm going to take this thing. I'm gonna go make my money. This is my livelihood. I love my mans, but this is what I'm doing. Like you said, you can't give the money back. You not going to probably mess up the whole trip. I know these people don't know you, but at the end of the day, I'm canceling the funeral. I'm going to go do my thing.
Josh, why you keep bouncing around in your seat? What is going on?
No, I'm just here.
Why? Because you disagree?
No, I don't disagree. But we spoke about that already.
I want you to speak here. That's the
I
whole
don't know
point.
if you're trying to like
I want to hear what you got to
trying
say.
to like catch me in a moment. So that's why
I could possibly.
I know you are, and I don't have time. I said what I said to you on the phone. Do what you want to do.
Trom, what would you do? Because you already know you in hot water.
Wow.
Damn. So wait, you just throwing shots at
I'm
your
not
niggas
throwing
that's here?
any
That's
shots.
crazy.
Yo.
I just know
It's tough.
if Trump, I played this so well. I ain't gonna lie. I'm really good at this yesterday.
Wow.
I'm really good at this, bro. It's nasty with me, bro.
Talk to me.
Yo,
sure where you
I don't
gonna
even know
go.
how I live with myself, let alone my
Nah,
friends.
you know what's funny? I'm not sure where you're gonna go, but I was gonna bring it up anyway. Like,
Exactly.
Oh,
I
shit.
know that, and I was gonna bring this up, but I agree with what you're saying about get your bread. But I also know I missed a few funerals, and those are things that that will stick with you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't live with a lot of regrets, but there's a couple of funerals that I missed. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? And in retrospect, years later, you're not gonna remember the bread that you made. You know what I mean? So I don't know if this is what you're alluding to, but I know I missed your grandmother's funeral.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
shit.
Oh no.
Damn.
Nah.
Nah.
That would have been hard. That would have been hard.
Nah, because
That
that's one that I genuinely
Yeah.
regret. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that, but I was just saying, if being that I introduced this as me and him having the same basically relationship as you and I,
Okay.
right?
Oh.
Now, what if it was me that was laying there, but you had this big business deal, major business deal, right? This account is probably this is my best grossing business deal. This right? They book with me every month. They pay the most in my studio every month. And now they're paying me here. And there's two legs of this. Mm-hmm. Plus, the person who booked me on it had 3 meetings to try to get me on this because they wanted to go in another direction. And she was like, no, he has done this, this, and this for us. Y'all need to give back, right? This is the opportunity where you're paying. This is an opportunity, like he didn't get paid before. And he did these things for free on his own dime. And y'all had the money, but he just chose to do it for the look. And now y'all are gonna pay somebody. You gonna choose somebody else? And we sit in front of this man every week? No. And she went to bat for me in 3 meetings for me to go on this thing.
So let me tell you my
If this were you,
yeah.
and your best friend was in the box, if I was in that box, what are you doing?
I think it's unfair.
Babe, bro, don't do that.
No.
Don't do
You
that.
can't compare our friendship to your friendship to G Young. Rest in peace. Like, I have nothing bad to say about y'all friendship, but I think it's safe to say that we're closer, and it's also safe to say that y'all relationship wasn't estranged, but y'all wasn't like
Right.
close in the last 18 years.
Right.
So I have a best friend from childhood that passed away like 10 years ago. You remember Smoothie? Mm-hmm. And at the time he passed, we weren't like at odds, but we wasn't on the same page. We wasn't
Right.
speaking every day. So I made it to his services, but if I didn't, it wouldn't have been the same as like my current best friend passed, somebody that is like active in my life right now. Mm-hmm. Not to say that, you know, I'm not trying to compare lives and stuff like that. Like this is, I feel like I'm going down a tacky
No.
Nah,
because
I agree with
You
you.
understand what
I
I'm
understand
saying?
where
What I'm
you
trying
go.
to say?
I understand
Like,
what that is.
you know, there's always levels to friendships and brotherhood and how close you are with somebody. And I would say if you miss the services, maybe there's something else that you could do. Like I know we're going to the balloon tribute later today. Like something else where you could pay your respects. And at the end of the day, as long as you pay your respects, it doesn't matter what day it is and, you know, in what format.
Right. And even to add to that is, how can somebody tell you how to grieve or how to pay your respects? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I get the optics of you not being at the funeral. I get that. But like at the end of the day, like for instance, like you said you're going to do a balloon tribute today. That's your way of paying your respects. Understand what I'm saying? And let's not forget about the fact that they changed the date. I think that's the most important part. The date was changed because
I was flying to Atlanta to go to
Right.
the one in Atlanta.
right.
And then they canceled it.
There you
I was
go.
going to book, paid $1,000 to fly down there and come back the same day afterwards. And when I literally had whatever fucking flight in front of me, and I called the brother, and he's like, no, they canceled it. And I'm like, well,
Right.
here we are now.
At least you tried.
You know what I'm saying? There's still guilt, though. There's still a
Yeah,
certain
there's
amount of
going to
guilt.
be some there, and that's natural. That's
But-
100% natural.
Can you really say this, Vladdy? Right? First of all, we have Glady.
Glady.
I'm sorry. It's just hard. My bad. Glady, Russian. Glady is, what's that, Haitian? What is that?
Yeah, I would say it's Haitian. Yeah.
Yeah. Here from the Toxic with Benefits podcast.
Yeah.
Do you have another show now?
I'm actually building another show from the ground up called Whiskey Balls.
Whiskey Balls.
Whiskey Balls. Yeah. So
Is that like whiskey dick?
Ooh, I didn't think about it that way, but no. it's
Well,
not
how
that.
did you think about it?
So
There's only one. That was the only one that was going to pass.
So basically, what happened is my birthday was in July recently, right? So
July what?
21st. So my girlfriend, she got me a really nice bottle of whiskey, and you know, a lot of times you want to drink your whiskey chilled, and you don't want to use ice because ice will water down the whiskey. So she got me whiskey balls. They're these metal balls that you put in the freezer, and they stay frozen for an hour or so.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, this is a cool concept. So then I thought I needed another podcast. I wanted to do something slightly different from what I'm doing now. And I was like, you know what? Drinking whiskey will get people to open up. So I was like, I'm going to have a podcast where we talk about pop culture while sipping whiskey, right? And, we'll talk about the whiskey itself and talk about, origins and shit like that in the beginning. And then we'll go into our topics. So then I thought whiskey balls. Why not?
Okay. I like that.
That's very creative.
Yeah, I'm sold.
Very creative.
I like
Actually
whiskey.
want to get a whiskey bowl now.
I actually have some.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I can give you. I have maybe 6. What's up, man?
No, I said, oh shit.
What's up?
Nothing. You got them on deck. Like, I didn't know you had them on deck.
Yeah, I don't really use them, so
Okay.
You know what's not on deck, though? This fan right here. Is this?
He never turned it on.
Yeah.
Can you just hit the button on that? Yes. Getting kind of hot in here.
She's very interesting.
Glady. What I was gonna say is,
Yeah.
recently I went to a funeral and one of the family members, the sons, didn't come.
Yeah.
And it was that he was supposedly grieving. He was just going through too much at the time. But a lot of his siblings felt the way that he didn't go.
Right.
Like there was like some resentment in the air. Every time his name comes up, people grieve their own way, their own way. Is that really a valid excuse to miss somebody like your parent?
It's a valid excuse to those that understand it. I don't think it's a valid excuse to those that don't, right? And then we forget about things that, like for instance, we don't talk about the journey enough, right?
Yeah.
We don't talk about the journey enough, right? How did they get to the point where he didn't show up to the funeral? It may not just be the death. It may be the relationship he has with his brothers, relationship he may have with someone else.
Ooh.
You never know.
Ooh.
Like there's a journey there. Like you don't just get to the point where you don't show up to a funeral, right? Unless the grieving is really that hard that he really can't be in anyone's face at the moment.
I think that people are selfish and judgy, and they don't value other people's experiences and how they choose to do things. Like I had a funeral to go to Friday. and I decided at the last minute not to go. Well, I woke up and decided not to go. And as someone that, in my life story, there was a 10-year span that I went to a funeral every single year. My friends know, like, God forbid if y'all died tomorrow, I'm not coming. I'm not coming. That's not how I choose to grieve. That's not how I choose to celebrate the life of people that I love. And for me, it's too much emotionally. And I just choose not to go. And that doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't make me less of a friend. It doesn't.
It kind
this is
of.
my
How you
way.
planning now not to go to my shit in 20 years?
I'm telling you.
How you like? How is that on the docket? No matter when it happens, I'm not going. Like I'm not going to prepare for it. I'm not going to structure myself. Like what?
There's a large percentage that I'm dead ass not gonna go.
That's tough.
Fight about it now. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna haunt you. It's fine.
I figured you was gonna do that
I'm
anyway.
gonna
You
haunt
a haunted
you.
ass nigga. And that's what I'm saying. Like there is levels to grief. As someone that I was forced to go to my mother's funeral, like I was not going. Like they put me in that car kicking and screaming. They was like, you have to go. I don't have to do shit. This is not how I process things. This does not make me feel better. I'm not one of those people like I went so I have the closure. No, actually that shit put me in a deeper depression having to be there. Everybody does things differently. And as I said to you on the phone, there are a lot of different things that happened that were outside of your control. If you could be there, you would be there, but life still has to happen. And on top of that, the balloon release, as we said, that is a way to celebrate. You've already been reconnecting with people, reconnecting with the family. You went to the candlelight visual. You've done a lot of things. God forbid if you miss one part of the 10-part celebration, you're not a bad person. And thinking about Trom's point, there are so many funerals that I went to that I wish I didn't go to because that is my last memory of that person.
Right.
And I don't want that to be the last memory of that person. Like, the first dead body I saw was my grandfather. And I have so many memories of my grandfather, but that memory of them putting a sheet on him and wheeling him down the hallway, that's still etched in my brain. And I wish I was never there.
Right.
I wish I did not see that. Because I don't want that in my memory bank of when I think about my grandfather. So that's a me thing. Everybody does things differently, but don't beat yourself up because you can't be everywhere.
Right.
True.
Tron,
Agree.
you think the Dodge is valid for planning to be absent at my funeral?
Nigga, I'm not coming. Like, just deal with it.
I respect everybody's process,
we black
and how
as
they
fuck,
deal
yeah.
with grief and all that. But, on the flip side, I feel like, got to be there for our people and got to be there for our friends that are living, the other friends. And there's something about solidarity and showing up and everybody being there. And then that one person that ain't there kind of sticks out. It's like, this is a really good time for us to all be together and come as a unit, as a family. So when one or two people ain't there, it's kind of noticeable.
I see y'all at the repass.
So, right, that doesn't take away from any of Dodger's points. Grief hits people differently, and what you remember and your experiences, that affects you in a way where it may not affect me. So who am I to be like, yo, you should have been there? You know what I mean? But I will say, it's just one of those things, like, it's a good show of faith and solidarity to be there in those times, with your peoples.
But who is it for?
That was exactly.
For the
Who is
people
it?
that's living.
Who is it for, though? Like, so it's performative. So I have to put myself in a mental deficit to show up in solidarity for people that if you really my friend, you understand.
I don't want to take this left because I still want to hear what yesterday and Glady have to say about this. But Daj, you often speak about the difference in our generations, right? I feel like your generation is just in the business of dismantling everything. It's
Good.
like We don't give a fuck about none of the structure that was here before. We don't give a fuck about none of the traditions. Your legends suck.
Yeah.
Everything is bullshit.
Yes.
But it's like, is that even a healthy way? Like, what are y'all doing? You're just kicking the door down and just living in just debris and just making your own reality out of the debris that we like. Yo,
The way
when I
that
say
y'all
culture,
did things is fucked up.
because y'all don't want to do nothing.
That's not true.
That's why. That's why it's fucked up, because everything that we said that you had to do, you're like, no, why do I have to do that? I don't have to. But there has to be some structure. There has to be something.
What is the structure? And that's the problem, right? Y'all live in this space of feeling like you have to abide by these quote unquote rules, and y'all niggas are the most depressed, the most emotionally unintelligent fucking group of people, because y'all always putting other things and other people before your own mental health. That's the fucking real problem. If you want to be technical, y'all would put your own fucking mental health in jeopardy to show up, to just be in a picture, or just to say that you were there. How is that beneficial to you?
I think the way that she broke that down, yes, and I'm glad, yes was on Dodge ass last week or 2 weeks ago. I just want to let y'all know, anybody in here.
Yeah, and I accept that.
But I think that you're breaking that down, the celebration of life. When you come together with family.
That's a celebration of death.
It's a celebration of life. I mean, that's, I guess it's a thin line. You could look at it cup half full, cup half empty. You could do it either way, right? But no, celebration of death is crazy.
That's exactly what it is.
No, this nigga was this for me. Yo, he was there for me all the time. I will never forget those days. I am here to celebrate with the rest of the people that he affected in this way. That's a celebration of life. It's a celebration.
It's really
death.
both.
Both and.
It's both, because at that funeral, you're celebrating death. They're just talking about death. When you get to the repast and all that, that's talking about celebrating life. Right? And I think just to piggyback on something she said, whereas, that last vision of the person, right? I go to funerals, but I don't go to the casket at all. I literally will not go see.
I hate that. Oh, yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah. How? Person does.
You know what I hate? I hate when people take pictures of the fucking dead person.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
crazy.
talking about y'all traditions. Y'all niggas is weird. Y'all niggas are fucking weird, bro. I watched somebody literally go up to a casket with the phone on the dead person body, FaceTiming somebody else. I swear to God, like I'm not son. You talking about like these celebrations? I know y'all saw that fucking family. I think they was in Chicago or whatever. They had that dead nigga propped up on a chair, and everybody is sitting around taking pictures with the dead. Like, come the fuck on, like. Don't piss me off. My mental health is more important than all that shit. And I know that my shit is hanging on by a thread.
That shit might have made me smile, though.
Yo, all right.
I might have cracked up at the ridiculousness of it. I'm serious.
I would have died.
Like they put a Henny bottle in this nigga hand.
Yeah. Like, that
crazy.
nigga was sitting, like that nigga was standing up on some shit. Like, come on, son. Like, I'll catch you at the repast. We could talk. We can eat, we can share food or whatever. But no, I don't want to sit here listening to these sad ass songs. No, I don't want y'all all coming up giving y'all personal speech. Half of y'all lying anyway, talking about what great of a person everybody was, and y'all never gonna tell the truth because you can't tell the truth. I watched this fucking video of a bitch that tried to fucking lick the dick of her baby father in the fucking cat. What are y'all celebrating? What are we doing
crazy.
here?
She was celebrating the dick that gave her
And that's
a child.
exactly what she said.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just wanted to see it one last time. Get the fuck.
Yesterday, you here listening to all of these. What do you have to say back there?
I'm not sure. But I don't know, like I said, everybody's different with their grieving process. I can speak for myself, I can speak for everybody else, but for me personally, I think there's a level of, just respect of the friendship and of the relationship, right, to show up to those types of things, right? And I understand people saying, like, you're celebrating the death, but I think for me, I've had so many people in my life that raised me, that are close to me, that have been killed, that have died instantly, and I couldn't imagine myself not going to their funeral, right? And even though I had to see them in very bad positions, I feel like, I was with you throughout life and I seen you at your best, right? So I'm not gonna not see you at your worst, right? And I feel like when you love somebody, you gotta show up for them in that type of way, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to, even to Dodge point, even when it's at a, quote, mental deficit to you. because you're not just showing up for them, but you're showing up for the family. You're showing up for their spirit. Like, so, like I said, everybody's different. So, like I said, I understand why some people don't go because some people cannot handle it. You get what I'm saying? So, but I feel like if you can go, that's something that I always feel like you should always really, really try to do, because there's been plenty of times where people have passed and, I regret it every single day that I wasn't able to see them off. Like, so it just really depends on, like, what you're comfortable with living with, for real.
Right, I mean, valid points, right? I hear if you can't or if you can, but what if I don't want to?
Let's just give it
No,
up like that.
because I think that's the most valid thing. What if I don't want to go? What if I just don't want to go? What if I don't want to see this person like that? Because honestly, the friendship is about the bond between he and I, not between he and I and his family.
Yeah, like
Right? It's about he and I. If we had an understanding that we loved each other, like this is my guy, right? He probably died knowing that I was his guy. That's all that matters. You see what I'm saying? And I get the performative aspect of it, and I get showing up for the family, because odds are if that's your best friend, you have a certain kinship with their family, right? I get that 100%. But you can be there in so many different ways, because people go to the funeral and do all this boo-hooing and then don't reach out to the family. Don't reach out to the family again after that. Like, this is the time where they need you the most, when the funeral's done and then idle time kicks in. All the shit kicks in, and now you're not there. That's the time for you to really be there. That funeral shit, they will forget about you not being at a funeral if you continue to be there as that pseudo family member, right? Keeping them comfort, right? Showing up, because odds are if you're the best friend, you'll remind them of their son, right? So when you pop up to family events, when you pop up to birthdays or send flowers randomly to them, they'll remember, oh, this is my son's best friend. This is my nephew's best friend. Like, he's still here for us. They're not going to remember the fact that you didn't come to the funeral.
That's a great point, Glady.
That's something, no.
Yo, you was you gonna say something?
Yeah, I mean, I totally respect what you said, Glady. And a friend of mine says, like, I don't go to funerals. And he was like, he was like, I don't like going to funerals. I was like, who likes going to funerals, though? So to say, like, I don't want to go, and no disrespect, I'm just kind of, just for argument's sake, as an adult, part of being an adult is doing things that you may not want to do, but you feel like maybe the right thing to do. And who wants to go to funerals, right? So, but my question to y'all is, how do y'all feel about, like, visiting friends in the hospital or in jail and stuff like that? Is this the same sentiments?
Not the same sentiments, exactly. Not for me. Like, that person's alive. So when I go there, that person's going to appreciate me for being there. Like, again, once that person's dead, they can't appreciate me being there.
No, the hospital is way worse than the funeral.
dead ass.
It could be worse.
Sitting there, y'all trying to figure out something. The shit's like beep, beep, beep. You just sitting there
But you
like.
can uplift somebody's spirits, and they can help them get better.
Jail, you lost me. I'll answer the jail calls, but like going there.
Even if the call is to
going
going
to jail is a dub for me.
My friends that are in jail, they
know not to.
I am not your emergency contact. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm dead ass about that. I'll do it if I feel like it, but don't call me back.
She don't have no loyalty to nothing.
I do.
Whatsoever, bro.
I have loyalty to
me.
the things that I value.
Me.
To the things that I value. And my values might be differently aligned than other people. No, I do not show up to jail visits, but I will answer phone calls, I will read letters, and I will write back. I will do that. But again, okay.
Or 50th birthday parties.
You didn't have a 50th birthday party. Shut the fuck up. This is what I'm going to say. And you know what, Tahoe, you're not too far off when you say that like it's about me. Because it is about me. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't really give a fuck. Like, there were times in my life that I put my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and mental health to the side to be there for other people. And then I had to dig myself back up out of that hole. I am not in the position, and nor am I at the place in my life that I'm willing to disrupt what I've worked so hard to build just for optics. I fuck with you. You're my friend. So yes, I will show up I will answer that phone call. I will have a conversation with you. I will send the pictures and I'll do all the things, but it does not help me in any way to see my friend in prison. That hurts me. I don't want to see that. So no, I'm not going to show up. So sorry. But you're my friend, you should know. When it comes to the hospital, that's the one thing that I will grit and bear and like do, only if you're one of those people that like people to visit you in the hospital, because some people are not that.
Right.
Again, thinking about my own traumas, and there's so many of them in such a short period of time. Hospital equals death to me. Automatically. I don't even like going to the hospital. Like, I have to be bleeding out to go to somebody's ER. Bleeding out. I'll go to the doctor, but the emergency room? Nigga, I gotta, no.
What if he
I'll
just
die.
got like hemorrhoids removed and he had to spend the night and
Yeah, like what she talking?
Like something like-
That FaceTime. I'll FaceTime you right there.
It's just
It's
laziness.
tough.
You
She
can
just
say it's
makes
lazy.
all of these excuses to stay with her husband.
Oh,
My man's here. Like I don't want to go nowhere
I was gonna
else.
say something crazy, but you know what I do value, since this is where we're trying to go. I value birthdays. You know, I value people showing up.
I was
celebrate
50.
My life.
I was 50. This was my
value
birthday.
growing up to celebrate my
And you did
life.
not come. I didn't get no gift. Nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I. Right.
I did go to your surprise birthday party that you made for yourself. I'm there.
I
showed
commanded
the
it.
fuck up.
I demanded it.
I
actually asked
show up.
y'all to plan it.
And I said no. I show up. I show up.
You didn't show up to my 50th.
You didn't you was on a fucking cruise. Are you dumb?
No,
He
my
had a
50th.
party.
It was a play party.
Yeah, the
I
party.
did not want
It was
to
also
go
my
to the fucking
it was-
freak party. We
it
could have
was-
You
just
go
went
to all
dinner.
the other ones.
It was
I
also
don't go
my
to all the
third.
other
And
ones.
you could
I
tell me
haven't
we
been
could go to
many of
dinner,
them.
but you did not take me to dinner.
Do you want me to take you to? No, fuck you. You know what? We canceling
Matter of
each other
fact,
out.
where's my spa?
I didn't get it yet,
shit.
stupid.
Oh, shit.
When
We
I
got
get
him.
it, you'll get it.
got him. We got him.
But you still ain't called Parker for her birthday back in February.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Back
Never
in
did that.
February,
You
I
never-
literally just
Send it to the
bought
kids now.
Nigga,
17
your
bags of
birthday's in
popcorn
February.
so that she
She don't
win.
know that.
She won.
She don't know that. You ain't never
Yes.
called. Yeah, she won.
But
You ain't
because
never
of
called-
me.
Because of me too. You ain't never called that little baby for her birthday. You haven't come to see your niece that you love so much. You was across the street from my house and didn't come to my house that I've lived at now for 2 years. So I can say a lot of fuck you. Your 50th birthday done canceled out my 36. Fuck you.
All right, fine.
See you at 51.
Dodge, can you fix your mic?
Sorry.
Not like the wire.
Punk ass
Freak,
nigga.
yeah.
This shit came out?
Yes, it was.
Right on time. Huh?
Good. Wait, let me reiterate. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Pissing
that's
me
a
off.
good one. That's a good one. So
That's a good one. Punk ass.
yesterday spoke on
I don't know why I'm not.
being there for friends, being there even if you don't want to, shit like that, right? And I have this clip. Trump said, "Yo, y'all wasn't, seeing each other. Y'all wasn't on the same page for a while." And a lot of the involvement of the streets fucked up my life, right? But at the same time, that's kind of where I was. I was fucking my shit up regardless.
Right.
Like I went to college, fucked my shit up. I went to great high school, fucked my shit up. Like I was determined
destined.
to fuck my shit up. I can't really blame it on nobody else, right? But then I fucked up lives around me too. So I'm gonna play this clip first, and then I'm gonna ask Trom a question. It's gonna be an interesting question. I can't wait to see what he says. Let's see.
Who were raised just like you, if not
Hold up. Come on, lady. Come on, lady.
I feel like you should hang around people who are raised just like you, if not similar to you, because the more I get older, I realize that a lot of these adults were really just children with no supervision. They're just children who were never given the proper care or attention, and now they're adults who we have to roam the earth with. And it's like, if you hang around someone who wasn't raised like you're gonna always have to explain why you're not finna do something, why you're not about to go there, who's over there, well, okay, well, what time is it gonna end, what time is it gonna start, like, living with restrictions, and not even living with restrictions, but growing up with guidelines will make you, it makes you a more like aware adult in a sense. And I've realized that a lot of these adults were just children who grew up with no guidelines. So now they're adults who definitely have no guidelines. And you'll just save yourself so much energy and words by not hanging out with people who weren't raised like you. Period, point blank. Like, the people who were raised like me, we have a ball. I don't ever have to over explain myself. I don't ever have to do too much. But it's always the people who I wasn't, who it's evident like, yeah, we weren't raised the same. Those are the ones I always got to over explain myself with. And it's like, yeah, you got to get up off my time because you're annoying.
What do y'all think, Glady? I see Glady. I'm sorry. I see you making this face.
I don't know, man. I hear it. I understand it. But I don't like it, right? I think with me in general, like I grew up with, I would say, a diverse group of guys as far as how they were raised and the things that they were restricted from, or those that had no restrictions. And I feel like ultimately it kind of molded who I am in a sense, right? I was able to be and hang out with the guys that were considered squares, right? And I was also able to hang out with the guys that were in the street, right? Comfortably, both sides, right? So like you, well, I don't know if you exposed this, but myself, I've been in trouble in the past. Like I spent some time in jail, right? I don't know if I would be able to maneuver in jail if I didn't have that certain level of hood mentality that I've gotten from hood guys. You see what I'm saying? I was able to understand hood politics because of them, right? And on the flip side, I'm able to come here and articulate myself and articulate these things in a way that's palatable to everyone, right? So I feel like that is creating a group of people that have no grit. You know, they're quick to give up on things and say, no, I'm not going to do that because it's going to affect this and that. Not throwing no shots. Don't point at her. But I feel like it's really taken away from that. And I do get the aspect of mental, because I'm a very, very strong advocate for mental health.
I'm gonna slap the fire out of you on air, and I just want everybody to
think of the ratings. but
Content over everything.
Content over everything. But yeah, I think they're losing a certain level of grit that we had from my generation. Like I'm considered Generation X, I think. Right after baby boomers, whatever the after baby boomers thing, that's what I am, right? So
millennials, right? What the fuck is wrong with you? I said millennials.
What about us?
Oh, so what's up, Generation Z?
I think I'm X. I think Generation X.
All right, go ahead.
I was born in '79. At the end of the day, so what I'm saying is, like
I said.
I'm able to see both sides and see why this is happening here and why things happen the way they did back in the day. And I understand that it does affect your mental health when you're just saying, I'm just going to grin and bear it, right? But I think everything is you have to pick and choose what you choose to grin and bear at the end of the day, right? That's what I am advocating for. But you can't avoid everything that you have to grin and bear through. You have to build that level of grit. It's like catching the common cold, never catching it, right? You never caught the common cold, but when you do, that shit fucks you up because your body's not used to it, right? It's like a shock to your system, right? You want to prevent that shock to your system when it does occur again, right? If somebody's yelling outside, I'm not going to automatically think that it's danger, right? I'm going to understand the type of yelling it is. They might just be talking shit, playing dominoes. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm not used to that, like, it's going to sound different to me. You drop a white guy in the middle of a domino game, they're like, what the fuck is going on?
A spade game, they gonna think.
Right, spade game, forget about it. Right, they're going to call the police.
That's right.
Right? And yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel like I think we're in a society where people choose to withdraw from everything, just stay inside and not touch grass.
Josh, go ahead. He's
What?
calling us foolish.
What you want from me?
I want to know if you think that people should indeed hang out with people that grew up like them.
I think, to Glady's point, yes, you should. But I also think that there is a point where you get to choose the type of people that you want to hang out with. I am a person that I have always been well versed in different people. I was the kid that, hey, yo, yesterday, I'm talking.
My fault. I'm trying to get your mic right. Your
I know,
shit is
I'm just
off,
playing.
big dog.
No, I just want to know what he be doing back there.
Because it's all, I'm
Because
like,
you're
I'm
not.
talking.
Because you're. I'm looking at the audio. I can't look two places at the same time.
Am I good?
Just talk.
Talking.
Okay.
Talking.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I was the kid in high school that I could sit at any lunch table. Like, I could just bounce around the lunch table and I could hang out with everybody, and it was never a problem. I've had friends from many walks of life, and what I realized is a lot of my hood friends that didn't want to leave the hood, we can't really be friends anymore because I don't want to have these experiences. Like, I don't want to sit on the block with y'all. I don't want to go to the hood spots and then have to worry about if a fight going to break out or if somebody going to get shot outside. Like, I cultivate my life, and I think that is important. I'm not a square. I can maneuver in any space, but at this time in my life, I have discernment, and I choose not to deal with a lot of shit and a lot of types of people. But can I? Of course. Do I want to? No. I don't.
So it's a very interesting clip and point. I never heard anybody like publicly make that point, but I remember being in high school and like cats I was friends with was like cutting school. Like I was cutting school too. We all was, but they was cutting school like with no repercussions. They didn't have no curfew. They was just out late at night, going to clubs and stuff at a young age. And I was like, damn, I wish I could do that. You know what I mean? I wish I could hang out and just smoke weed in the city at 2 a.m. on a school night. But then it's like, as you get older, you're like, these niggas had no supervision. It's like, damn, did they have anybody that really loved them and helped mold them? And as they became adults, you could see they're a little bit more lost in life than we were, right? So in that regard, I can understand the lady's point in the video, in the clip. But it's like, yo, when you connect with somebody, it don't matter what their family structure is. The first day me and Tahoe met, we clicked. Just on some kindred spirit shit, like on some, we had the same sense of humor. We was laughing at the same shit that other people didn't get in the room. And it was like, yo, we connected. And then it's like, yeah, I know niggas that grew up with both parents and similar households to me, but we just ain't on the same level. And like, Tahoe is one of, if not the most stand-up nigga I know, right? So he a solid dude. If you solid and we share the same moral compass, then we good. I don't give a fuck
matters.
What type of household you grew up in. You know what I mean? So
When you speak about being solid, I must admit, I wish that you'd have listened to the episode because after listening back to it, I felt bad. There was a time when I spoke about you and I hanging out. And dudes came to the crib, said somebody was around the corner trying to rob me, and you offered to go with me. Excuse me. And I was like, nah, I got to handle this on my own. And I went and dropped you off on Gates. Right? You know where I'm talking about.
yeah,
And I went and handled my business.
yeah.
And in that, I said, that's the difference between Trauma and I, because I would have went. Now, I said more about it because I said, yo, there's self-awareness is key. He offered to come with his friend, but he's not going to force himself to go into a situation that's dangerous, that he didn't put in, this isn't his life.
Right.
Right? So I did say all that. But I want to apologize for saying that because I think that you would have wanted to be there for me if I would have let you. But I think I was adamant, like, nah, bro, no. And I think you asked me more than once. Like, yo, you sure? You sure?
It reminds me of like Cuba Gooding in Boys in the Hood.
Right.
Yo, let me out the car.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let me out.
Do you feel that comes from a place of love though? Because it's like you know that this is not his lifestyle.
It was.
Oh, what's your lifestyle? You in the street?
No.
No.
It came from a place of love.
Yeah, so
Definitely
yeah,
did.
that's what I'm saying. So like, it came from a place of love, but so I don't see a reason for you to.
Well, the reason I'm apologizing is because
You feel like you made him sound like a punk?
no. So no.
What?
I think in the episode
I didn't mean that. I'm sorry.
I think in
Don't
the
start
episode,
laughing.
when I listened back, I was like, yo, there was self-awareness there. He knew that wasn't life. I knew that wasn't his life, and I knew what I had created for myself.
Right.
This is the shit that I created. I didn't want to go out there neither.
Right.
So I'm going to bring this nigga. I did it. I told them niggas when they came here and was like, yo, this nigga around the corner trying to rob me. My other friend was just about to rob me. And I was like, well, I'm going to stay in the crib. But something inside of me, my ego, my pride, whatever, was like, nah, I got to go over there. Fuck that.
Right.
And this nigga was like, yo, all right, let's go. And I was like, no, you can't. This is dangerous. Nigga got guns. I got to go handle this myself. I'll call you later, whatever. Right. So I'm apologizing on two parts because when I started this conversation, I said I fucked other people's lives up, right? When I got to Hampton University, something about where I was as a boy, as not really having, I just needed to attach myself to this stigma, this street stigma. I needed that. I was part of that young group of niggas that go to college and get themselves kicked out. Or they walk around wanting to fight everybody. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm from New York, right? I was in that group. The stupid niggas like, yo, you're paying thousands of dollars to be here.
To go outside. Like, you can't be a thug and a student. I tell people this all the time. Like, you can't be a gangster in a uniform. Like, I just want y'all to, like, get your shit together.
You know what I'm saying? So, and Trom, his brother, still loving me from, growing up, right? I had lived with them for a while and everything. They came to hang out with me one day, and I stole on somebody. Started this whole ass fight. I think we all got kicked out of school. Trom got away because he wasn't going to that school.
Right.
But me, his older brother, all got expelled. We all got expelled, right? He got expelled, right? Yeah. We all got expelled. And I only went to that school because his brother was there. And because me and my behavior, I got his older, who had nothing to do with it. He was just there because of me. He wasn't even hanging out with them niggas. And I got him expelled, right? And so I look at it and I say, damn, when I was listening to this clip, and I posted this thing about self-awareness today on Facebook, and I was just like, yo, maybe you wasn't even supposed to be hanging out with me. Maybe, was there ever a time when you looked and said, yo, this nigga's going down a dark path. I really shouldn't be here. And did you override that?
There was a lot of time. Now,
Exactly. There was a fucking lot of time. This nigga is unwell.
let me tell you, there was
The timing of that was perfect.
it was a good stretch of time where we still lived a couple of blocks away from each other, and we just wasn't connected. We had separate lives, and we both spoken or unspoken. We acknowledged that, and it's like, yo, when I see you, I'm happy to see you. I'll stop in the corner and say what's up. I'm not staying on the corner as long as everybody else is.
Right,
you know what I mean? I know it's my time to go. You know what I mean? And, part of it hurt me because I'm like, this nigga's going down a dangerous path. I don't want to see where it's going. But it's also like you said, it was kind of like, it was your path. It was where you were leading to. You had to see this play out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I couldn't do much from the other side, but I also knew enough to kind of separate myself from that life.
My question is, did you ever try to tell him?
I feel like we did, but not. I feel like we've had those conversations, but it wasn't like, yo, bro, like I ain't never sit him down, like had an intervention, like, yo, I need you to get off the streets. But I'm sure we've had those conversations. Do you remember?
I don't think it was not like that, but it was always like, yo, come hang out.
Just trying to take you into a different
Yeah,
element.
pull up. Or yeah, we doing the club over there. Like you could leave the corner, come over here.
Yeah.
I think that also is a testament to y'all generation, that y'all just don't say the words that I feel like needs to be said. Like y'all kind of pussyfoot around it out of respect or care or whatever. Because I had a friend at one point, that we had a conversation and she told me how she like beat somebody up. And this was like maybe 5-6 years ago. And I was like, bitch, why are you still fighting? Like, because the person disrespected me. I'm like, you sound stupid as fuck. Like, this is dumb. We're fucking 30 and you still outside fighting over what? Because somebody did something that you don't like. You still don't have the wherewithal to walk away. I said, I want you to know that if I was there, I would have left your ass. And if you would have got your ass whooped, you would have got your ass whooped. Because at this point, you gotta grow up.
I think that's a girl guy thing more than a generational thing.
I think it's both.
I think that, but to go to the girls kind of like saying what she said, like basically doing that action right there, like basically, like guys we hold each other accountable to a lot, but I think in those situations, women are more likely to be, yo, I'm leaving, I'm out, I don't want no parts of this shit.
I don't want no parts of that.
But with me, I can't leave my guy if something is happening. I can't.
So sweet.
Because there's so many, but there's so many things behind. Like I remember, like I had this is the same weekend I came home from jail. Same weekend. They wanted to go out. I was like, cool, I'll go out, right? So, long story short, one of the guys that went with us, while I was in the bathroom, he got slapped in the face and he wore glasses. Like what?
All right, pause. Before you finish the story, why would you ever hang out with somebody that's getting slapped?
So again, I just came home. So people just, I think people just wanted to be around me because it was 17 of us, right? And this is Caribbean City. I don't know if you guys know that club, but it was in Caribbean City. So I go to the bathroom and I'm on my way back and I see the crowd go like a wave, like some movement. So I get there. And my man said, yo, I think Walter just got slapped. I was like,
his name was Walter? And he had glasses?
Right. So
he was asking for a slap, bro. sorry, Walter. Sorry.
So he pulls up to me with both sides of glasses. I was like, yo, bro, what you gonna do? And he's like, yo, what are you gonna do? What do you wanna do? I like, in my head, like, based on him asking me that question, I get pissed. Yeah. So, yo, who did it?
Yeah.
So I walked over there and I clocked the guy that did it. And then, rumble ensues. But it just goes to say, like, I can't leave my guys in the trenches. Like, even though there are times where I started situations, but there are times where situations seem to be coming towards us as a group. And I can't be like, you know what? I'm going to leave because you have some static. We're going to handle the static, right? But what I really wanted to say is, like, based on that video, right? You look at the friendship between you two, right? Whereas you guys were really close, you kind of separated a little bit, and then look at you guys now. So that's why I'm against what she's saying in that video, because like you don't have to be in the same walks of life to build something beautiful when it comes to a friendship, right? You were able to grow out of what you were dealing with in that time period, right? And you became what he's calling a stand-up guy, right? So there's no real reason to totally cut people off when they're not living the lifestyle that you're living, depending on the lifestyle they're living, obviously. But when you're able to redeem yourself in someone else's eyes and but to build something beautiful like what you guys have, like you can't, like the proof is in the pudding. Like,
I think I reject
people
that.
change.
I think I reject that notion only because Tahoe wasn't raised to be a street nigga. He put himself in a position, but your morals and your values and your standards, that those are what like allowed you to be able to pivot out of that.
Right.
Y'all were raised more alike than different. You just decided to go left and then you were able to go right. Some people that were not raised with certain morals, values, and standards, it's very difficult for them to actually make that pivot. They have to do a lot of deep-rooted life work to get there. And some people have the patience for it, and some people don't.
But to that point, a lot of people are raised to be raised correctly. Nobody is really choosing to raise their kids the wrong way. Like I would say,
Have you met these kids?
yeah, but
Like the ones that's outside right now.
yeah, but what I'm saying is,
the YNs and the baddies.
I get that, but
who raised them?
But I know that the parents didn't say, you know what, I'm gonna have a baby so you could be a YN. They're not doing that. What I'm saying is they probably weren't equipped to raise them the right way.
Yes.
Right? So that's one thing versus saying, you know, I'm raising my kid to be fucked up. Right? Now, if you're doing messed up things around your kids, like if you're gang banging, you got tattoos on your face, like that I get, right? And we're gonna have a lot of grandparents with tattoos on their face really soon, right? So my thing is, again, people change all the time. Like you have two people on the couch, but you got, like, I know you were pretty much straight and narrow, like, and you dabbled in that life because of him, his fault, right? But you have two people on the couch right now that literally changed their lives around and have been in rooms with great people, you know, and were able to carry conversations in those rooms. And I think that when you totally write somebody off, you could be missing out on something great in the future. Like now, you can distance yourself. I get that. You distance yourself like, yo, this person's in the hood right now. I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going there. So, but I will invite him out to me over here, right? Show him something different, right? But I think ultimately, I don't think we should write people off because of how they were raised. And it's not like they didn't choose their families.
I hate inviting hood bitches. Well, used to hate inviting hood bitches to the other side. Because then all you're going to do is fucking embarrass me when you get there. You're going to say something stupid. We're going to order a glass of wine. And you're going to be mad that the glass isn't filled up to the brim. And now I got to look at you crazy. You talking to the waitresses crazy. You ordering a well-done steak. You saying salmon. Like, nah, fuck that. I got to keep you where you at. Discernment.
But what I'm saying is who's going to, I mean, it's not our job. Right,
Damn
I get
sure
it.
ain't my
but
job.
Who's gonna teach them though? Like I remember, I was the well done steak guy. I was the well done steak guy.
What's wrong with well done steak?
No, shut the fuck up yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't piss me off.
I went to Benihana one day and I had to go to the bathroom, so I was like, "Yo, order my food." I told him what I wanted, and he chose to not order it well done. And I was gonna have him put it back on it. He's like, "Yo, just try it. I was like, "F it." I tried it. I was like, "Oh."
I'm not chewing it for an hour.
And it's not only about the chewing; it's the taste. Like the flavor is
Immaculate.
The juices was busting. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
Wrong show.
Right.
Dodge was speaking about the generations, right? She speaks a lot about generations. And before last week, we were supposed to record last week. I wasn't able to get it together for whatever reason, obviously. I had a topic that I wanted to bring up. And it's been going around a lot. Martin. People have been now calling out Martin for the way that he spoke to Pam and about Pam on the show. I have several clips that I could play, but Van Lathan is one that I came across, and I was like, all right, basically you kind of get the gist of everything in this Van Lathan clip, right?
Let's talk about it.
So let's talk about it.
Let's see what my guy man said.
If the shit plays.
Shows like Martin and shows like Living Single, they assume a cultural safety that we do not and cannot assume anymore. So a lot of times, if you are in amongst a group of black people, jokes like that fly.
100%. That's why we have thick skin.
And so when you're watching it on TV, you understand the jokes.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What did I do?
Kind of the dynamic that exists. But man, since we have been told about the specific dangers of every type of speech, we have gone back and been like, maybe we weren't so safe. Maybe there was never that type of safety. Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it's a figment of our imagination.
We were just hardened to it. We were just used to it.
Or maybe there was a time that we just let some shit go. All of this stuff. There was so much stuff back in the day that just assumed that we were okay when we were together. And I think that we're starting to go, well, maybe we're not. Maybe we never were. We're certainly not today. Maybe there were always these terrible, ridiculous bad actors, and Martin had an entrenched hatred for black women, and that's why he was taking it out on Pam, because women feel like now, black women feel like now, that there's an entrenched psychological underlying hatred for them that black men have displayed over the last, and it's actually presenting itself as jokes when there's something under there. So we're now going back and asking all of these questions when that's definitely a possibility, but then there was also a possibility that they was just playing with each other?
Can I add to that? He said Pam had BDBs. We never saw a BDB. You know what I mean? That's what he called her.
Yeah.
He said Pam was a beast and all that. Pam was beautiful. Like, we never saw all those things. He was making specific attacks against her that are only particular to black women, or stereotypes specifically towards black women.
Nappy hair.
But
That's only
yes,
black women, right?
yes.
Please
But
turn it off.
White men don't have nappy hair.
okay. I mean, I don't like the word nappy, but yes, I understand what you're saying. But my point is, it was based on race, I guess is my point. It was particular to what she looked like as a black woman.
Really? You really feel that way?
I feel like he played into stereotypes of a black woman.
I'm not saying he didn't play
but
into
I'm not.
stereotypes.
I don't think he hated her, because to me, outside of their joking, Pam was the shit. I didn't feel that way watching her. I understood it. I didn't feel that way. So I never looked at it like, and I still don't, this is a part of black men hating black women. I still don't look at it like that. It was just their particular relationship, which Tashina Arnold has been confronted about this. She said, this is how my character was originally written for a heavy.
All right. I'm leave it there.
Was Gina not black?
Yeah, you know what's funny? I asked if this young lady, we had posted some shit in the Discord, and she was like a OnlyFans model that passed last week. But she's like light skin. She's like, you know, between Spanish and like that light skin, right? And somebody was like, is she black? And they were like, well, she's light skin. And I was like, so is she not black because she's light skinned? But there's a difference in this conversation when you look at Tashina Arnold and you look at Gina and you look at, there's a complete difference.
No.
Whereas if Martin was calling Tashina Arnold BDBs, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
You know what? The conversation to me is lazy, because as somebody that is a real diehard Martin fan, the reason why Martin went as hard against Pam is because Pam always felt like Martin wasn't good enough for Gina. Pam started it. She started it. She always said that he was broke, he was loud, he was lazy, he wasn't good enough, that Gina could do better. And that's the reason why they had the back and forth that they had. So you couldn't say much about Pam because she was successful. So what are you going to say? You're going to talk about her weave because she changes her hair every week. You're going to talk about the fact that she don't have no man. She called him shit. He called her shit. That was the dynamic of their relationship. Everybody on that show got the jokes. From his mother's mustache to fucking Shanae to Gina's big ass head. Like, everybody got that smoke, and I think that is disingenuous, and this is the shit that irritates me as a dark-skinned black woman, that you make it seem like we're the fucking victims all the time. I crack worse jokes with some of my friends than Martin ever did to Pam and Gina, and we can have that discourse and go back and forth because we are Brooklyn people, and cutting ass is a part of the fucking culture. I'm sorry. What are we talking about? There have been times that he did say that Pam was fine. Pam always had niggas. Even when Pam was with Tommy, like, she was one of the baddest. There was a whole fucking show of him having dreams of wanting to be with Pam. Like, did we watch the same show? And then when Gina ass was off the show, it was him and Pam all the time. Their dynamic was amazing.
Let me ask you a question.
The fuck are we talking about?
I understand that you are a Martin enthusiast. No. And I am not. No, it sounds like it because you remember all of this shit.
Yeah, because I've watched it hundreds of times.
That means you're an enthusiast.
I'm just a fan of comedy.
Yeah.
The real comedy.
If this was another show that you weren't an enthusiast about, and you heard a black man talking about a black woman's hair, or calling her a beast.
How many times did he actually call her a beast?
Can I say something?
If you called me a monkey one time, it was like, you don't need to keep saying it. But go ahead, yes.
No, I was going to say, like, but everybody got the jokes, though. So why is it being... Like,
well, everybody back then, like we often say, it was a different time. We say that all the time about things that we used to do. And then now we look back on it and be like, eh...
Yeah, but I'm saying the jokes are just as bad for the black woman as the black man. Tommy not having a job, Cole being stupid and slow. Like, why do we keep trying to like pencil in on something when it's both things? It's not like there was one person on the show or one group of people that never got joked on.
Everybody said that Pam was beautiful on that show daily, except for Martin, because he did not like her because she did not like him.
Right.
Everybody. It was a common consensus that Pam was a fucking baddie. What are we talking about?
They also brought up that he had the stereotypical Shanae figure. And
Who didn't know a Shanae in the hood?
Who did not know a Shanae and a fucking and the Peaches hot comb? They had the gay niggas on the show. They had everything. They had the
hair
the
salon.
small
The little
people.
nigga, yeah.
Like,
Everything,
like
bro.
come on, son. They the one people that had little people on a show that did not make them a caricature of themselves. The little people was they beat Tommy ass in the hallway.
Right.
Like, what are we talking about? And to answer your question, I cannot give an opinion on something that I did not see. If I am not an enthusiast of something, I should not speak about it at all. If you watch 2 episodes and you're like, oh my God, this is so diabolical and horrible against black women, go sit your crybaby ass down and go watch the Fairly Odd Parents or something. Like, I just want people to like grow a pair.
See, that's some Gen X shit right there. I like that.
Yeah.
Right? I think we are getting entirely too soft with capital T. Right? We're getting
of
too
pussies.
soft. Like, yes, it was a time back then where we could say things like so many things. Like, I think about All in the Family. You know, I think about the Jeffersons. Like, they were throwing the H word around crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think about those times, and I understand that, you know, times did change, but I think the forced change times are due to sensitivity. People are just getting too sensitive over time. Like, I still watch reruns of Martin. They don't make me cringe. It's all in jest. Now, is there truth in jest? They say that a lot. Yes, there is. But I never looked at that show thinking that Gina was better looking than Pam. But
Never.
the jokes on Pam were hilarious. That's all it was. It was jokes.
And she always got that ass back. She didn't sit
Always.
in
She
the
didn't
corner and
stop.
cry about it.
Right.
She was on Martin ass. He was short. He had big ass, Dumbo ass ears.
Right.
That nigga was loud and ignorant and impulsive, and she never took her foot off of his neck. So to treat her like a victim on of the show is so disrespectful.
Tron, I know you got something to say, but none of those jokes that Pam said about Martin had anything to do with stereotypes of black men. Big ears, being short. None of that is something
being
that
broke, being
that
jobless, those stereotypes.
Lazy.
Being broke,
Lazy.
being lazy, being not good enough for this woman that is at this professional career.
Corporate.
Being like, yes, like
You do entertainment, you do radio. Fuck out of here.
mixtape, right? He was a mixtape.
Downplaying his job. Yeah.
right,
So-
saying that he didn't have an education, which he didn't. He didn't go to college, talking shit about him, talking shit about his mother, the way that he was raised. All of these things.
Mama's boy, single parent.
Your mother got a mustache is the funniest shit in the world because she really did. Couldn't say nothing about
Didn't say
that.
that to me. Go ahead, Tron.
I would say if you wanted to critique the Martin show, I would say a safe critique is that he fed into a lot of stereotypes. You know what I mean? And in a time where, yeah, you would love to see more like strong black men figures in media, he chose the silly comic route. But it's like, yo, he's a comedian first. I think there's a space for that slapstick type of style, the physical humor. Like Kramer could do it on Seinfeld, like why Martin can't do it. Like, and I also feel like at that time, we had the Cosby Show, A Different World, Living Single. So it wasn't all of that. You know what I mean? It was different types of shows. So
needed that
I feel
diversity.
like there was space for that, and I think it was fine. But I say that to say, like, I don't that critique about him digging on Pam, I don't think that's even valid. If you want to criticize the show, the only valid criticism I would say would be like, yeah, he leaned heavy into stereotypes in the media, but it's like I'm okay with that.
I'm cool with it too. If you want to critique a show, I'm gonna tell you a show that I fucking hate. It's Moesha. My God.
That's hate.
I can't watch Moesha because
Why?
Frank was the epitome of a horrible father in my eyes. That nigga was a liar. He was a manipulator. He used to talk to her crazy. He called her everything but a hoe just for doing regular teenage shit. And she was a horrible teenager. So if you want to talk about a show that I could give some real criticism to, fuck Moesha.
Oh shit! I mean, I could take
Fight
it.
me.
I could take it up a notch if you want to have criticism.
Let's go.
I got have some criticism for Professor Ogilvy from from the Parkers.
Professor Ogilvy, what did he do?
Tell me.
He was giving Nikki the runaround. I don't like how he was doing.
She was running him
aggressive.
down.
Okay.
No, she was the toxic one. She
Nah,
was
not rolling.
aggressive. She did not know how to take no
wait.
for an answer.
Wait.
Yeah,
No, I know what's going on.
because she was big.
She is.
Yeah.
That's the nigga watching. It's like, why is he treating his black queen like this? Why is he doing that? You don't want her. Why?
But Ogilvy was toxic too, though.
He was.
Yeah.
He would definitely lean into her liking him for his advantage a lot. So
He's taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Big Woman though. Yesterday, I do want to say this, and you gonna be mad at me. I went to go see Fantastic Four the other day.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
There was nobody in the theater. Maybe 7 people in the whole theater. It's the middle of a Tuesday afternoon or some shit like that. In comes these 2 women. They sit right next to me. There are seats everywhere. There's nobody in the theater yesterday. No, bro. Now I done got my dogs out. I got my hot dogs out.
Oh my god.
The glizzy.
I got my yo.
got the glizzy?
I'm a glizzy eater.
Oh my god. How many did you get?
2.
Oh my. You went
Double stuffing.
Double berry.
Double barrel.
Double barrel. Oh.
Yes.
First of all, yesterday, gummy gum drop. You can't.
Right?
You got a week before you
that
can say
was-
anything to
that was-
anybody. You got a week.
I got my popcorn out. You know what I'm saying? I got my nachos on the table next to me. I'm here for the long haul. Right?
How hungry were you?
Was 2 hours.
The long haul is crazy.
It's wild.
They sit directly on the other side of the nachos, right here.
damn.
Ah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Bro, I look at them, sit there, and they're just oblivious, right? She's filling up the seat.
Yo.
Damn. Damn.
All right, man.
I didn't have a problem with that, but I did have a problem with the behavior. They snuck food in.
So you was jealous?
No,
Think of it first.
they made noise. She has a paper bag in her purse. The movie's on, so all you hear is her digging in the bag. And I was like, this is fat bitch shit.
Damn.
This is fat bitch shit. I don't care how big you are. It's just fat shit. Yesterday, can I say that? Bro, I took a recording.
No, you didn't.
I took a recording, bro.
Nah.
I did. Because I knew you was going to be like, nah.
can't
Because I needed y'all to hear this.
I can't. Yo.
Hold on, let me get to it. Hold on.
We need to scan the baby. The internal scan hasn't achieved the right level of precision.
You hear it?
Yeah, that would have drove me crazy, bro.
The deep space transmission.
You hear it? The whole... Bro, wait till you get to the end. Hold on.
Now, the way my ADHD is set up, I would have lost it.
Which I kind of thought was a YouTube. I built this instead.
Yeah,
Was she
bro.
eating a bag of chips?
Only I can build this.
It's continuous.
Build a cramped
She's in and out the bag.
It's not for him.
She's in and out the bag. Bro,
So it's a bag of chips inside of a bag.
it's a bag. It's a paper bag, and then there's something in it, so the rustling never stops. So whatever she's going in the paper bag for, then the purse is keeping the bag together, right? So she's got to go through that,
kinda like
then into the next bag in there, then out of it, into her mouth.
Yo.
You can't even make that kind of shit up, to be honest.
I had to record it because now I can't even watch the movie. At the end of it, I'm like, oh my fucking God. And then she looks at me and she like puts the bag onto the side. But I'm like, yo, you asking for the stereotype. You're asking for it. This is just fat bitch shit.
Was she one of ours?
No.
Okay.
Oh, she was another one?
Yes.
I
Other
would have
one.
told her to fucking move.
Yesterday, what you got to say? You wouldn't have been annoyed because she was your
Yeah,
type?
no, I would have been relax. I would have been annoyed because I don't like.
He would have sat on her lap.
Yo, you good? You good, man?
You want
Sorry,
me to,
Fave. I'm
you want-
sorry.
Let,
I'm
let
sorry.
me feed you, Queen.
You know you don't gotta hide that bag.
Yeah.
Just pull it out.
Let it out.
Nah,
Let it out.
I don't like shit going on while I'm trying to watch a movie.
Bro,
Facts.
I done spent $50-something
$10.
Nachos, 2 glizzies, popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
The soda's $8.
Yeah.
You fucking up my whole shit.
Yo, hold on, time out.
I'm killing my
You
vibe.
said you went to go see Fantastic Four.
Here we go.
Bro, what you
Get him.
I've been saying for weeks I was trying to see Fantastic Four. Why you ain't just hit my line?
Why do you not want to go to the movies with your cousin? He keep begging to spend time with you, and you keep ignoring him. Like, enough.
I literally was gonna go to a spa that day. I just wanted to spend time with myself. I wasn't answering the phone. None of y'all people was hitting me up. I wasn't answering. This was in the midst of all of that going off, and I just wanted to spend some time
So
with
what
myself.
you're saying is the next movie you're gonna go to the movies with your
I'm
cousin?
not saying that either.
Go to the movies with your cousin.
Didn't football start?
Yes.
Football's back.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Preseason.
We can
Jets
go.
won
We
yesterday.
can go to a Jets game. We can go to a
can I
Liberty
go?
game.
Can I go to the Jets?
Right? We can go do masculine shit. I'm not going to sit in the dark with this nigga.
That's your cousin.
I'm not going to sit in the dark with this nigga.
What you think he gonna do? You think he gonna like
I
try
know.
to fill you
I don't
up
care
in the
what
movies?
he. I know what I'm not. I'm not going. I don't want to go to see a movie with him. This is ridiculous.
This is nuts, yo.
He doesn't even watch Game of Thrones. He doesn't like
That's
Beyonce.
true.
He doesn't
That's
like
not
Jay
true.
Z.
Stop saying
Why
that.
am I?
Yo, can you stop
like Jay-Z,
saying
it's crazy.
stop
From
saying
Bed-Stuy,
that.
bro.
Shout out to Rock Nation. This nigga's annoying, yo.
I would love to go to a Jets game. Can we do that?
Yeah, let's
Can
do
we have
that.
an outing?
Yeah,
I've
let's
never
go
been to a football game, and
You've never been to a football game?
no,
Oh, it's amazing.
I know,
Same,
I
I've never
know
been
it
to a
has
football
to
game.
be.
It's amazing.
Go to a Jets.
Okay. We're about to have a moment here.
Oh fuck!
Oh, it's
Kinda
gonna be,
moment.
it's kind of good. It's kind of good.
Is it sad?
It depends on what perspective you're looking at it. You might be like, "Go Queen."
Go Queen is crazy.
Go Queen.
I'm just gonna play it.
I'm a 35-year-old man. My wife is 33 years old. We have been married for 13 years, and my wife just cheated on me. She cheated on me on a girls' trip, not even 30 minutes away from where we live. On day 1 of 3, she slept with another man. She said she went to a bar with her girlfriends and family, of course. And at this bar, she wanted to see if she still had it, or so she says. She approached a guy who is 10 years younger than her, talked to him, had a few drinks, and danced together. And she said that was supposed to be it. But somehow, he charmed her into a kiss. That kiss led to them making out. Making out led to her inviting him to walk her back to her hotel. They went back to the hotel, and they did what grown-ups do. She asked him to stop. After asking him to stop, she asked him to keep going. And that happened for 3
Slipped out. She put it back
hours.
in.
Until she finally asked him to leave and he left. She said he wasn't forceful. She said he didn't beg, he wasn't angry, he was nothing. He was very respectable. She called me this morning, crying, to tell me all of that. So I called my mother to tell her about the issue. I called my mom, I told her what was going on, and she told me to think of my family. She said, think of your family. Even though she cheated, it was not an affair. So even though this is a bad scenario, it's the best of a bad scenario because this isn't the worst case. So you should forgive your wife and stay in it because of your family. And after I got off the phone with my mother, I can't help but think that I must be insane then. I must be crazy. Because no fiber of my being even remotely thinks to forgive her. So, am I wrong for not wanting to think of my family and for wanting to leave?
Why are you cracking up? Yes.
Because what the niggas we talking about? Yo, I hate when people say shit like that. Stay for the family. You gotta just let the person do whatever they want and just, just stay and try
But
to
they're
work it
married.
out.
First, come on,
Bro,
they're
I'm
married,
sick.
bro.
Stop, bro. Listen,
Y'all
gotta
keep letting
stop
that piece of paper.
Yeah, y'all
hold
keep
shit
letting
down.
it. Y'all keep getting caught up with this word and the marketing and shit, bro. I hate
The
when people
marketing?
do that.
Marketing
Yes,
is
it's
fucking
marketing.
crazy.
It's all marketing, bro. Because you're not telling me it's about trust. It's about loyalty. We're not telling me we get to go back on these things because we got.
So
some
you
shit
can't
on-
make a mistake when you're married.
bro.
That was
it's not a
not a
mistake,
mistake.
It
bro.
was one night.
That
She
wasn't
got.
a mistake.
Listen, hold on.
Bro.
She called the next morning and said this happened last night.
She
It's
also
not an
said-
affair.
She also said, "I want to see if I still got it." That's what. That's where
They got married when he was 22. 20.
Yo.
She was 21. He was 23 when they got married.
See,
Listen,
what happened is ultimately the fucking price of pussy went too far down. That's what the problem is. The price of pussy went too far down. And we're able to buy it by just being at a fucking bar and somebody just thinking, oh, I want to see if I still got it. And I just happen to be that guy. I just got lucky.
We've
Like,
had
what
this
the
convo
fuck?
about being in a bar and where a drink can get you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
drink can get
why-
you a long way.
You should not be letting no niggas buy you no drinks. You should not be letting no niggas come up to you and talk about, you have a man.
got him.
Can we be friends though? You can't. You're not supposed to let niggas do that shit. If you respect your man, you don't do that shit.
Yeah, and you and
You know what? If that's the boundaries that your man set, let me put it that way. If that's the boundaries that your man set, you can't do that shit.
And to piggyback off you, Glad, like, even if you do that and that does happen, he's not obligated to take you back
He's
because
not.
y'all married or because y'all have a fucking whatever the fuck
Nobody
you
say
call it.
obligation,
Like,
though.
But you literally went
Nah.
against the vows of your marriage.
yes, like, what are we talking
You
about?
literally went against it. So
If-
I'm supposed to stay although you broke the vows? Are you shitting me?
Why you didn't call me beforehand and say, yo, listen, I'm having some temptation right now.
Right.
XYZ. Why you didn't do that? Why you
Where
called
was
me
the guilt
after?
then?
You didn't ate dragon all night. Now you hitting me afterwards. Like, yeah.
Staying for? I'm not
I went
staying.
to
through
the
that shit.
barbecue last night. Like, what are you talking about?
And here's the thing: I was married before, right? And that happened to me.
You got cheated on.
I got cheated on.
Oh, shit.
right?
my God.
And I tried to work through it, but the thought of it happening just
Why you laugh?
stayed with me.
Yo,
Why
this
you
is
laugh?
crazy. Nah, this
Why is that funny? It just
Yo,
stayed with
nah,
me.
Yo.
I'm
Nah.
sorry. yo,
And
bro,
I
that's
couldn't. It just would not work. It just wouldn't work. So I had to go. I can't see myself like right now. I'm in a relationship, right? And I am in love with this person. I don't just love this person. I am in love with this person, right?
Fire.
And we made it official only June that passed, but we've been talking since October of last year.
Oh, shit.
I know I want to marry this girl, right? So my situation in the past does not deter me from wanting to be married in the future, right? But between now and death, if she cheats on me, whatever we have is done. There's no coming back from that for me.
Yeah.
Right? One, because I don't cheat, right?
Ever?
I have cheated.
Did you cheat on your wife?
No.
Never.
Never.
We got him.
Not once.
Why you trying
Look at you.
it?
Why you
I
trying to
just
poke?
asked.
Nah.
I was gonna ask.
No, no, no,
I was
hold
gonna
on,
ask
Tahoe.
anyway.
Hold on.
Right.
I was gonna fucking
Why are you
ask
trying to poke
anyway.
a hole
But
in my
here's-
man
here's-
alone?
I was just gonna ask.
But here's the
I don't
funny
like
thing, though.
that.
Here's the funny thing, though, right? When the last time I cheated was with my wife, my ex-wife.
Wow.
So meaning that I was in a relationship, cheated, and then ended up married the person. I
You
cheated
lose 'em,
with,
how you get 'em.
So
How you get it?
I mean, I don't believe in that either. That's a superstition. But no, there's truth to it though. There's definitely truth to it because when people have a tendency to do dishonest things, they will continue to do dishonest things potentially, right? But all I'm trying to say is, if you put yourself in a position to say, "Hey, I will never do this to you," stand on your words. I understand that
That's
things
why you're
happen,
supposed
but
to
we're
never
not
say
gonna. That's crazy.
Don't admit to no shit like that.
But
I've
again,
never-
it goes back to the price of pussy being so low. Like here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by that, right? When you go back in the day, right? You had to get married to get the pussy. Now all I need is a Netflix account. The price is different.
Little bottle of Don.
And that's happened over time.
A little hookah.
Plus.
Forget about it. If you have Disney Plus and Hulu on the top.
Yeah, nice little trip.
But I'm just saying, the price of things changed. It's creating lazy niggas that's not even putting much effort to get you now, but that's because the price is low. Why should I go spend the high price when I could get it here for the low?
Yeah.
And this is why things like this happen.
Tron, what do you think about, I would say about the price of pussy being low, but he's like,
The price of pussy is in a deficit.
Dropped.
do you think that he should be thinking about his family in this situation? Or should he be like, yo, you violated the terms of our, sacrimony or whatever?
I believe in second chances sometimes, but Tahoe, you made a good point. He got married when it was like 20. So I've seen this shit play out before. You get married that young, you never get to live out those years of dating and having fun and wilding out. You can't, if you feel like you missed out on that, that spirit might always live within you. That like I'm FOMO, like damn, I ain't get a chance to do this. I never had a one night stand. I never did this, that, and third. Never went to, Greek fest or whatever.
All-Star weekend.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Calm down.
Like people that I've known a lot of people that have divorced and stuff that married young and didn't experience that, and this is a common thing. And so it ain't just a one night thing. It's like. I don't know, bro. I wouldn't revisit that if I was him.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Her doing it is one thing. The family being cool with it, the friends being cool with it, that's divorce for me.
Gone. There's nobody
The
around
fact
you
that
gonna
you
hold your
was
accountable.
on vacation or wherever you went, because where the fuck they went, that was only a half hour away, but fine.
Right.
Fine. But your family was there, seeing you kissing on the dance floor. Seeing you rubbing up on this nigga on the dance floor. Everybody's cool, drinks. Hey, yo, and drinks. Oh, hi, I'm Marjorie. Nah.
And also,
That's where the violation comes. To me, one second, yes. It's like a whole community that cheated. All of y'all ain't give a fuck about our marriage. And I'm supposed to be married to all of y'all through her.
Yeah.
Right? The friends is one thing, but the fucking mom? How your mom let you walk off with a stranger?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
What? Nah.
You know,
That's it, bro.
On vacation, you're not just wandering away from the crowd unauthorized. You get what I'm saying? So that means the family had to authorize the cheat in a way.
They authorized it.
Yeah.
They definitely authorized it. Because where is she?
That's what I'm saying.
She's just gone? She's just nowhere?
Well, can we ask Dodge?
No.
No. I'm not going to ask.
I'm staying out of men's business today. I'm staying out
it's
of
foul.
men's business
You know
today.
it's foul.
It's not.
You know
it's
it's
not,
foul.
it's not men's business, but I'm gonna ask you
Okay.
like, what's typical for a girl's night out? Is that
A girl's trip.
Is like a girl's trip? Is
So
that,
you want me to snitch?
Yeah.
I'm not saying,
I'm not
but I'm
snitching.
saying like,
She don't have to. I've been there.
Where?
I've been around girls
Oh, yeah, I was
that
gonna
have
say,
had
you've been on my
relationships
trips.
and they friends and they peoples is pushing her up on, y'all shit, he's cute. And we're here. It is what it is. I ain't got none of this. My name is Bennett. I ain't in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dodge. Look at Dodge, because she knows. And you knows when your friend is not happy or whatever, and she needs a little life, got to get her groove on or whatever. It's, hey, I'm never going to say nothing, girl.
And won't.
And it is what it is.
Take it to the grave.
Yeah.
So I've been there, Trom, where people's is pushing you towards that. Nigga, I've been to a chick's family house and she had a whole relationship. And they had me over.
but to your point, maybe is that so wrong of them if she's in an unhappy relationship and they're like looking out for her, like, yo, you need to do you. You need to like.
Yes, it's wrong
have a
for
moment.
him, for the husband,
Right.
for the boyfriend. Yeah, it's wrong for him. For me and her, it's great. Thanks for the support. But for him to look at it as to like, can we rekindle this? No, y'all all made this decision.
I can't trust nobody.
Yeah, it's over. This is Oppie. We're done.
Yeah. And that's the thing with these girls' trips. It'd be a lot of foolery going on. But Dodge, don't do that. A lot of foolery going on.
I don't have nothing. I'm staying out of men's
a lot
business.
of input throughout the weeks. It's crazy. No input today. Oh,
I'm staying out of men's business. Yeah,
Interesting.
leave your family.
Uh-huh. Clean it up.
Hallelujah, holla back. I don't know what y'all want from me.
I do
I'm
have
not
a question
no
for the
snitch.
guys. Glady, this is coming towards you yesterday. This is coming towards you, Trom. Pretty sure I know your answer. Would you be cool, say your wife, y'all been married for 10 years, things are good, and she wants to give you a hall pass on your vacation. She says, go, have fun. I want to go out with my girls. I want to have a hall pass. I want you to have a hall pass. This is just something that happens on vacation. This, we've been together for 10 years. We don't have trust issues. We've never cheated. I want you to do this, but this is also something that I want to do. Would it be a conversation that you would entertain?
No.
Where you from?
Brooklyn.
Where your family from?
Haitian and Cuban. But it's a resounding no.
Resounding.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down too.
Because when I got to the point where I said I want to spend the rest of my life with you, I want to do life with you, everything that I want to do that's intimate with you. That's what I want. That's what I meant. Like, it's not going to be a situation where down the line, because I've only been in long-term relationships. From even with my ex-wife, from year 1 to year 8, I was still sexually attracted to her. You know what I'm saying? For like this young lady that I'm with now, from day 1, from the time we met, I've been sexually attracted to her. Right? I've been on my podcast saying I would never have sex 7 times a day. That's crazy. Last weekend, we had sex 7 times that day.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a sexual attraction that I have with her that I haven't had with anyone. Right? So for me to think about her giving that away to somebody else is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, why would I entangle myself or attach myself to someone that would be willing to entertain that conversation? I don't want it. Yeah. As soon as that conversation goes, all right, go ahead, go do it. Do your thing. Locks changed.
That's it. Got it.
That's it.
Locks changed.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you too. You said no way.
Yeah, no way. If somebody I'm marrying, the last thing that I'm trying to think about is a dragon fest with that as I'm laying down at night. I can't. You ever seen Best Man? Right, where he was about to marry the girl, and as he's about to marry, he's getting the flashbacks in his head. That's me. Like, I can't be looking at you in our most precious moments and just thinking you getting thrashed.
Facts.
That's not like
Thrashed is crazy.
Facts. That guy sit here thinking, oh, was his dick bigger than mine? Like did he fuck up my fit?
I didn't say that.
like it's just too much going into it. Like the way she looks up at you when she's giving you head, like she's doing that with him. What?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation.
What if it's not just a him? What is it if it's a them?
Oh shit!
It's a free pass.
Oh,
what is it? It's a damn train. Like what if these are the things that she wants to do when she's on her hall pass?
Daryl from 4B.
You know what I'm saying? Because she can't dictate what I'm gonna do on my hall pass.
You know, I don't even want the hall pass. I'm good.
Right, like the hall pass is opening up a can of worms, literally and figuratively, to a can of worms that we really don't want to deal with.
Tron, what you got?
I'll pick up right where you left off, Grady. That can of worms, it's not good for me neither. Like, on the flip side, you don't need the, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole of new buns. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right.
New buns.
It's not a good look for me and my vows and my relationship.
Facts.
And listen, this is nothing against polygamy. It's just not for me personally.
Yeah, it's not.
So I share the same sentiments as Glady yesterday. But I can see how this could work for other families. But for me, nah. And for me, what disturbs me the most is the fact that she was, hypothetically in the scenario, she's the one that's like, yo, we should do this. And it's like,
that means she already got her dragon picked out.
Right.
I don't like it.
And then the fact that you want me to do it, that's a huge red flag because you don't give a fuck about me.
Right.
Like, you want to do it so bad that you don't even give a fuck about me doing it?
Yeah, you like this nigga.
But what's the difference between a chick that's saying that and a chick that likes girls and brings the chick over and she can watch you have sex with another girl right in front of
I'm not doing that either.
What's the difference?
That's the thing. Like I said, I'm not into polygamy, so that's not...
It's not polygamy. It's
a threesome.
A threesome.
I'm not doing
polygamy is marrying different people, but I know the terms.
I've said this from when I was younger. Like, I don't want a threesome with my wife. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind a threesome, but I'd want it to be on some fun shit.
Yeah, I've had threesomes.
That's not fun. With your chick that you love having sex with?
When I say fun shit, like leaving any emotional connections out of it, so there ain't no awkwardness, and that's just me. Maybe it's my awkwardness. It's not. I'm not putting that on.
No,
the
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody has a different. What? Why are you laughing? Everybody has a different view of things, and that's okay, bro.
Right.
Like
You
we
gotta be
all are
self-aware,
different,
yeah.
and
Word.
self-awareness is definitely key, and not falling into what everybody else is saying to do. Like you saying, like, no, I'm not good for that. I don't want to do that. That's so cool. Me, if she bringing chicks over there, I'm knocking them down, nigga. Like shots at the bar. I'm knocking them down. Okay, Dodge is knocking them down.
And is every time.
You're telling your man go on vacation, knock him down, send me video. Send you video?
You know,
That's tough.
Tahoe, you know me. Like, why do you do this?
Do you want the video?
Yes.
You want the
Every
video?
time. I want the video.
See, don't get me wrong. That shit is
I want the video.
fire. That shit
I
is
want the video.
dope.
It's
I'm
dope.
not gonna lie. Like that shit is dope. It's fire. Even from a nigga that don't want it, I'm able to see how fire that shit truly is. That shit is dope. But for me, it's not for. Like I can't do it, right? Because again, I maybe it's maybe it's jealousy. I don't want nobody fucking my girl.
Right.
I
No,
don't
I don't
want
think
it.
that's jealousy. It's ego, and it's also with the way you. I think the way when we picture our relationship, it's how we set ourselves in that. And there's people who talk about ownership and possessiveness and shit like that, but you protect what's yours.
Facts.
To me, you protect what's yours. You provide for what's yours. And if somebody else has access to it, I can see why a person say, well, then how is this mine?
Right. It's
Right.
not-
I can see that conversation being what it is. I look at things a little differently. You know, obviously, y'all know I'm in that world where I look at it a little differently, but I can understand the feeling.
I don't get the feeling. I don't know if I ever understood it. I don't know. I don't own anybody. I don't have the right to tell another adult what to do and what not to do. And I don't want nobody telling me what I can do and what I can't do. Like, my husband is my husband because he's my husband, but he's also an individual and he can live. Like, if I'm not standing even if I am standing next to him, child, it's different strokes for different folks, man.
But even
I'm
with
not a freak. I
John.
am. All right, maybe I'm a little freaky.
yeah, but even with that, right? You guys chose each other.
Yeah,
Right.
for
Now-
that very reason.
Right,
too.
for that very reason. So now when you're choosing each other, I'm pretty sure these are conversations that has been had over time.
Absolutely.
These intentional questions that were
Absolutely.
asked, right? So now when I'm getting with somebody, right? For me, we're having these intentional conversations about being monogamous to one another, right? And then somewhere down the line, you ask not to be monogamous.
Yeah, I can understand that.
That's where I'm at with it because I'm not gonna get into any relationship with anyone that wants to do that shit, right?
But people
now-
do change also.
Yeah, people do change, and that's where I will change, right? I will change who I'm with. I will change my relationship.
I will change
status.
who I'm with. It's
Status.
hilarious.
Right, changing everything, right? So yeah, people are obligated to change, and it's not a matter of me saying you cannot do this. It's more of a thing of us coming together in the beginning and having these intentional conversations with an understanding that we will not do this, right? It's boundaries, right? You get in a relationship with the person that you want to share boundaries with, and you feel like this person, because you don't know what they're going to do down the line, but you feel like this person is not going to cross those boundaries. They've assured you that they wouldn't.
I don't really like what you're saying. I understand what you're saying,
Right. Same.
and I understand what yesterday is saying. But to me, marriage is different. It's a different. It's a different sacrament. It's like you, and y'all are like, oh, this piece of paper. Then what if it's just a piece of paper that you would violate? That you would like, because all right, they say they cheated, and I get that they violated the paper first. I know that's probably the obvious answer, but what happens is that this sacrament, this vow, is supposed to be a life choice.
Right.
I'm choosing you for life.
No matter
good,
what.
bad,
Yep.
things are gonna go wrong. That's
Yep.
what
Right, of
the preacher or whatever they tell you right before. They tell you, yo, trust me. This person's probably gonna give you the worst pain you ever gonna go through. Trust me, that's gonna happen. Expect it. It's there. It's part of the deal. Of
course.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you are willing to go through that with
that
them?
person. Yeah.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And y'all are saying, yeah, except for this. And if that happens, no, I'm out. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. See,
I
and
think
that's my
crazy.
thing. Like, yo, you know, there's so many conversations that I see on the internet where the question is, men don't forgive for cheating, or then there's the women saying, yes, they do, yes, they do. But for me, marriage is marriage.
Yes,
Is
speaking of
this
that.
something that we can salvage? If it's not, because you literally don't want to be here no more, and your family and your community don't want us together no more, maybe not. Maybe because I love you, I let you go, right? But if this is something where you said you made a mistake, if you're telling me the next door in tears, you fucked up, yeah, we're probably gonna split for a while.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to fucking Strokers in Atlanta, and I'm doing a tour. I'm going down to Colombia finally. I'm gonna have my fun. But this is my wife. So at some point, I'm gonna come back home, and we're gonna sit and we're gonna have some really fucked up conversations, and see if this marriage is salvageable, because that was the deal.
Yeah.
To me, that was the deal we made. And if that's not the deal, what's the point of getting married? Just
Right.
stay boyfriend and girlfriend.
Forever, and then y'all could just
So-
break up easily.
That's how I look at it.
I agree with you, like in totality. Like I don't understand the point of making a vow to walk away from the vow the minute that it gets super uncomfortable. It's gonna get uncomfortable, like
And people gonna change, bro.
and
10,
people
12,
change.
15 years? Bro, you
Yes.
only been with her. You're in the honeymoon stage.
Yep.
Yeah, I
For
know.
God. And hopefully that shit lasts for 7, 8, 9 years.
Right.
But 15?
I get that. Again, I've been married, so I've been through those, and I try to stay through it. I totally understand what you guys are saying, but to clarify what I'm talking about when it's a piece of paper. When I say it's a piece of paper, I'm talking about people are using that piece of paper as if it's going to change the dynamic of your relationship to the extent of, oh, now this person that's been cheating for 12 years is no longer going to cheat on me now that we're married. That's what I'm talking about. That piece of paper is not going to change anything except for your taxes and shit like that. Right.
That's not this, though.
Right.
This
Yeah,
is the
right.
person that has been faithful for mad long.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Apparently went out and called you the next day like, yo,
Right.
I'm
Fucked
distraught.
up.
I fucked up. I was drinking too much. I was turned on, and I sucked the dick last night. That's a hard call.
I would like to think that it hurts a lot more after someone's been faithful to you for 13 years to cheat on you in the year 13 versus someone that's been cheating on you over time.
It's gonna hurt.
That
regardless.
first time is nothing like that first time. That's where you know the betrayal happened here first. If it happens over time, it doesn't hurt as much as that first time.
I kind of agree.
Right? So 13 years in, this is when you choose to see if you still got it. Right? 13 years in. You did not think of our family when you did that. You didn't think of it. Right? You didn't think of, you probably thought about our family when you called me the next day to tell me about it to see if I was going to stick around. You probably did think about it. Maybe the guilt was getting to you. Right?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Wait, the guilt, you don't think the guilt got to her to make you
Yeah,
call?
the guilt makes you hold that shit and
Yes,
you don't call the
lie.
next morning like I need to call him and tell him.
Yeah. Oh,
did you?
Nobody does that.
The
She
guilt
did.
make you lie. The
Nobody-
guilt makes you hide it.
Yeah.
That's what the guilt does. Like I think
But
that
you guys don't think there's guilt from holding something in?
Nigga, she still got
ain't
nut in her.
holding
She
in.
ain't got room for guilt right now.
We don't
she
know.
literally woke up the next morning and is like, I done fucked up my life. Yeah, that was
But
crazy.
you wanna know
I done
what-
fucked up my
That's
life.
guilt talking.
But you want to
though.
know what else is crazy?
I
When we're
fucked up my
thinking
life.
about-
That's guilt.
When we're thinking about the optics of age, right? And she's saying like, "Oh, I wanted to see if I still got it." When you get married super duper young like that, you don't understand the dynamics of outside. You don't understand the dynamics of what that type of temptation looks like. Like she thought she was in control. She thought it would stop at a drink and a laugh and a da. Like she was in uncharted territory. She was in a place that she did not know how to navigate out of, which is why it went as far as it went. So I think that at least in this situation, I think that grace is necessary for her because you don't understand like that shit had to be tough on all sides.
Why you
Dodge a
just
bell.
say-
Nah, Dodge a
That's
bell.
wildin' back there.
'Cause I can't believe you doing this right now, Dodge. I can't. Y'all gonna let her get this off?
What's she
Y'all
doing?
about
What
to
did
let
I
her get this
say?
off?
What did I say? Then say something.
Oh my God.
Go.
Get her.
Fight
Yo.
back.
You're saying that grace needs to be given because when you get married at a young age, et cetera, because she didn't know all the things that come with like And I just don't understand, why don't anybody else get this level of grace?
Who the fuck is anybody else? Because niggas be having whole families across the street. So please tell me who don't get this level of grace.
We got them, the men, obviously.
How?
Women forgive men for cheating all the time.
What are you talking about? Like literally, a man cheating on a woman, on his wife, on his family, literally is like one of the most forgivable sins. Like, everybody looks at women like they're fucking stupid. How dare you walk away from your family just because he did ... But because the role is reversed, it's like, what are you saying?
It's more of the norm for a man to cheat than it is for a woman.
It's not. Y'all have lied to yourselves. You have put yourselves in this realm of delusion that think that women don't cheat. We cheat just as much, maybe even more.
We know y'all cheat. But
okay.
I'm saying
but it's socially acceptable for y'all.
But no,
it's not newer.
Yes, it's newer for it to be as pronounced as it is now. Like back in the day, it wasn't as pronounced because you guys didn't have the access.
Because y'all like to lie to yourselves in each. Y'all like to lie to yourselves and each other. That's why it wasn't as pronounced, because we are now in a society in which niggas are actually being honest and speaking about what the fuck is going on. Grandma was cheating too. She just didn't get caught. That's why you got two fucking aunts that look completely different, but somehow they got the same daddy. Stop playing with me. Y'all gotta stop.
What? When you say they cheat more, are you sure? Like now, today?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You think women cheat more today than men?
Absolutely.
That's just at least even.
Absolutely. Outside is a beautiful place to be.
See, and that's the thing, right?
I just know how to go home.
This young lady that cheated, she feels like she probably missed her whole phase and she want to do her whole phase.
And she understood that it was a mistake, and that's not the life that she really wanted. She was not in control. She did not understand the dynamics of being outside. She fucked up. She called her husband, this person that's supposed to be her best friend, this person that she has this vow with that you're supposed to trust and tell everything to. She called that nigga in tears to tell him to fucking confess her sins like he's a goddamn priest, and was like, yo babe, this is what I did. And it wasn't even about forgiveness. His mama is the one that told him not to break up her family. She just told him because she felt like it was the right thing to do, and that is the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do. But for you to be willing to throw away everything for somebody that actually told you the truth is a problem, because you don't want to hear the truth. You want to continue the facade. You don't want to go through real life shit. You don't want to go through the ebbs and flows of life, because shit is going to happen. So what would you rather?
I would rather be in a situation where the person's not going to cheat on me. Why are we saying it like, what are we
so
talking about?
There you go.
What are we talking about?
No.
Come on.
And this is why I can't
Everybody
do this,
don't cheat.
Now I'm fucking arguing with niggas.
Everybody don't cheat.
No,
Yeah,
everybody
what are we talking
doesn't
about?
cheat today. There is going to be a time where everybody in every relationship has some type of temptation. You either gonna go with it or you're gonna go against it, but it's going to come up. And some people are strong enough to deal with it and know how to maneuver, and some people have to fuck up to understand what that is and what that is like.
Right.
And y'all be so willing. Like it's like women have to be like this pillar of like perfection, because oh my God, I can't imagine the possibility of my girlfriend doing these things with somebody else. But
We
it's
don't
not,
want
but
perfection. We want you to stick and stand on what you said you were going to stand on.
But people make mistakes, so that means the same moment that a man makes a mistake, the same moment that your word is not your bond, she should fucking leave.
No, she should address it. She should definitely
But she addressed it. But she addressed her wrongdoings. She called the one person she was supposed to call, and she spoke to him about it instead of holding on to it. And that's not good enough for y'all, because y'all saying that she should have never did it in the first place.
Anything.
She did.
No, what she did was she confessed to what she did. Now it's on him to address. No, it's on him to address what she did.
She addressed it. She said, "I thought I wanted to see if I still had it. I thought that I was in control. I had a plan of where this was gonna stop, and I fucked up." And you go to that person, your best friend, and tell him that you fucked up and you willing to throw away your whole family because I told you the truth. If they do salvage that relationship, she's never gonna tell that nigga the truth again about any mistake that she ever makes. And he made that possible.
And that makes it even worse.
Hold on.
If I forgive you, now you're either gonna do it again and hide it from me, or you're gonna do it again and tell me again. I'm not waiting around for the bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm not waiting around for it.
Why?
Right? I don't care. She didn't care about me last night, so I'm not going to care about her moving forward. You can't do that. You can't just say.
Shut up.
You can't just tell me, hey, I'm going to be with you, only you, and then you go do that and not expect me to feel some type of way
You
about
can
it.
feel however you want to feel,
right.
but running away from a marriage and a family, that is some cowardice shit.
No, I'm running away from her.
Cheating
I'm not running away from my
cheating
family.
on a marriage
is a part of your
cowardly
family.
No,
shit.
she ran away from the family when she cheated with that nigga.
Yeah, why is that not cowardly?
Like when you don't
Y'all
know
niggas is wildin'.
when you don't know what the consequences are going to be, why take the risk?
Because that's what humans do. That's literally what humans do. You can take that shit all the way back to the biblical days. That nigga God said, don't do this. That bitch and that nigga did it anyway.
No, she did it. And then he
Actually, I truly believe that Adam did it, which is why the Adam's apple was in the nigga's neck. But if we want to take it there, we can take it there. At the end of the day, it's always fuck the woman for making a mistake that the man made too.
It's fuck the man too.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Y'all are talking about
video,
perfection.
No, but if the video,
we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not talking about perfection.
Yes, you are.
If the video was the other way around, if the video was the other way around, where it's a woman doing that same video,
We wouldn't even be talking about it for this long because
yeah.
it's such a normal thing.
No, I would have said, yes, leave him too.
Gosh, everybody has
Walk away from
Leave
your
him
family.
too.
Everybody has their non-negotiables. It's not about
I have a
perfection.
lot of
That's what it's not-
non-negotiables.
that's what it's not about
If
perfection.
one of your non-negotiables is infidelity, then that's not because
Okay,
you're perfect.
that's
and one
fine.
more thing.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
If you do
literally
some fucked up shit and then you tell me about it, that doesn't mean you are an honorable person because you telling the truth about you did some fucked up shit.
And this is the reason
me-
why
can I-
marriage
can I
and
interject?
there's broken homes. Divorce rate is 50% because y'all talking about, we just had a whole conversation about niggas not being able to go through shit and niggas is too sensitive and dot.
But who
And y'all
initiates
are doing the
more
same
divorces?
fucking thing. Y'all are doing the same thing.
Let me
It's like
interject real
70% of women do the divorces. Men don't initiate. the
Because
Let me
men be
interject real
cheating
quick.
and doing stupid shit and they
Are
finally
y'all
gave up.
Are y'all telling me that if a man was loyal for 13 years, had a weeknight on vacation, and called his wife to tell her the next
Y'all can
day
say break up the family. Y'all
that y'all would say she should leave him? That's what y'all saying.
What I'm
Everybody in
saying
here.
is, I would not find anything wrong with her choosing to leave.
Exactly.
I would
if
not
she
find
chose to
anything
do
wrong.
that, who would be mad
Like,
at that? It's only I don't understand why niggas defend
if they're choosing to stay together and keep the family together, that's not wrong either. It's the choice that they're choosing to make.
Exactly.
Right? You can't tell me that again. Like you can't tell me that you are going to be faithful to me and then you go against that.
Okay.
You can't do that.
And you're telling me I
That's
have to accept it.
and then you're telling me I have to accept it.
If I don't
That's
accept
crazy.
it,
You mean
yeah.
to tell, all right, so here's a non-negotiable. Let's have a false equivalency. Let's just do it for fun, for shits and giggles. My non-negotiable is my nigga could never be without a job.
Right.
Ever. If that nigga get fired tomorrow, this is my boundary.
Right.
You got fired tomorrow, I can leave my whole family because this is my non-negotiable. And that's okay in y'all eyes.
That's your
But
non-negotiable.
I'm saying in y'all eyes, if this is my non-negotiable,
Right.
and some shit happens and he loses his job tomorrow, me leaving my family, is that something that in y'all mind is like that
is
that
justified?
is worth me walking away from my family?
No,
something like that.
If it's like worth.
Justified, worth palatable,
right.
something that we
Justified,
understand.
yes. Justified, yes.
Yes.
Worth, that's entirely up
That's
to you and your
fucking
circumstance.
crazy.
In your
Trump-
If
circumstance.
that's your non-negotiable, that says a lot about you. And
Right.
I would side-eye you. Like,
I wouldn't even be
How
with
the
a woman
fuck
like
is this
that.
about me now?
Because you're
No,
moving, you're
to-
moving
to
the
Larry's point, I
No.
would-
Your
But he's
example.
willing to side-eye me for
Dodge,
my
let me speak
non-negotiable.
Let me speak for a second. To Glady's point, if that's your non-negotiable, then I wouldn't be with you.
Yeah,
in
to
the first
begin
place.
with.
You
That's it.
telling me the minute I lose a job, you want a divorce?
And you telling me the minute that I make a mistake, you want a divorce?
Losing,
Yeah,
hold on, losing,
There's
losing,
levels to mistakes, Dodge.
Yes.
losing a job is not against somebody's marriage. That's not in the fold. What are we talking about?
Right.
What do you
Cheating
mean?
is in the fold. Things to not do. Cheating is on the
Literally.
list. Getting fired from a job is not on the list.
But a man that does
Like, what
not
are we talking
provide,
about?
does not eat. That's on the
But
list
dude,
too.
Just because you don't have a job don't mean that you don't provide. What are we
How?
talking about?
It doesn't mean that you can't get another job.
Don't
This is
mean
what I'm
you don't
saying.
got,
I'm trying to figure out how do we keep putting cheating in the mix? Like, yo, this is on the things. This is with the bacon and eggs. This is with the gas. This is with the grocery bills. Why are we acting like this is a part of the mix?
All I will say is just to like put a button in this, because I feel like there comes times where I get irritated at certain things that I am just so thankful that none of this shit is my life.
Right.
And I'm over it.
And you know that's the amazing thing about being able to choose your person. Like we're all speaking in hypotheticals here, right? But when we choose our person, we know what we're choosing. We know what we're getting into for the most part, right? We have these intimate and intentional conversations to know that we're picking the partner that's right for us, right? When you pick the partner that's right for you, you really don't have to worry about all the extra stuff, right? So now, if sometime down the line, let's say, like for instance, it seems like you have an open situation, right? Let's say he wants to close that situation at some point.
You want to know what's so funny? We had the conversation last night, and it ain't gonna happen.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, let's say one of you wanted to close it, and the other one didn't. Like, where do you guys go at that point? Because, like you said, people do change, right? People do change, and the parameters of your relationship might change based on that person changing.
Yes, that's very
true.
Which is why you have the conversations, and literally the conversation last night was, if we ever like, at what point are we gonna not be us?
Right.
And if we do decide to close it, what would that look like? And I said, let's have a conversation about this more at 50. And even 50 is not good enough because, you know, Tahoe, you're a great example of what a 50-year-old is. And I think I'm still going to be outside. So maybe 60. Close this
Let
shit
me
up right
let me switch. We've been doing this for a while. There's other arms here that we can, you know, go down, right? Branches of this conversation. We're speaking about relationship building and choices that we're making and non-negotiables and all of this stuff that's coming up. And I've been sitting here like, oh, I can segue there. Oh, I can segue there.
Right.
But fine, y'all motherfuckers gonna argue, so couldn't do it. Are you eating cookies?
Yo, I watched him do it so softly, and then he turned off his mic and he's being a big bag over there.
Paper bag in the movie.
That's the yo.
He'd have been the third person making it.
Yo, it's never gonna stop, bro. Go ahead, fatty. Son, imagine trying to watch a movie and this is going on, bro. Imagine, bro. And consistent. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even like she was taking a break in between chewing. She would put it in her mouth and go right back into the bag. Yeah. So it was pretty consistent. Then hearing her crunch, then right back in the bag. I was like, yo, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
She should just get a Fire Stick. Because if you can't afford to get movies, go to the movies and get
Or pick a seat away from a nigga.
Right, that too. But wait, were you sitting in the prime seat still? Because you know there's that area.
Yeah, I was right in the middle.
Kind of in the middle.
I was right in the middle. Right, I was the F row, right in the middle. Seat like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, those are the best seats.
But damn, bitch, go to the level below. Like, I don't want to sit next to nobody ever.
Right. And that's kind of like why you go to the movies that time of day.
It was like 1. Like, nobody's supposed to be here. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I saw a tweet and it said, was 2 tweets. As a man, getting into a serious relationship while you're still building yourself is the worst thing you can do. Getting into a serious relationship before you've built yourself is like trying to carry someone while your legs are still shaking. You'll lose focus, you'll lose time, you'll end up trying to please instead of trying to grow. Relationships require energy, attention, and leadership. And if you're still figuring out your purpose, your money, your mind, you're not ready to lead yet. You'll compromise too much. You'll settle. You'll become dependent on her support instead of building your own foundation. Build yourself first, your discipline, your values, your vision. Then choose a woman who adds to the empire, not one who becomes your reason for building it.
I agree.
Love it. Love it. Trom, go ahead.
I disagree because people act like it's a destination point. Like, when are you fully built? We're constantly trying to move in an upward trajectory. It's like people think like, yeah, one day I'm just going to be a done, adult and I'm going to be emotionally this and financially this and I'm going to be. Now, I can understand there's levels to everything and you don't want to come into a relationship just completely fucked up and unhinged. I get the sentiments, but I also understand, like, yo, you constantly working on yourself. You know what I mean? And there's going to be points where you might be better than you were. But, yeah, I just don't like that idea of waiting for everything to be perfect because that leads to procrastination. That leads to, like, missing people that were meant to be in your life for a certain reason, and you're just like, I'm not where I want to be. So yeah, I understand it, but I disagree.
Glady.
Yeah, I agree. Solely because I feel like to your point, people are always growing, but I feel like there's a sweet spot where you get in life where you're like, you know what, I'm successful now, right? More success will or may come, right? And like that person said, like, you know, when you're trying to build a certain level of discipline, start to build this and that, once you get to that level of discipline, it's hard for someone to come into your life and kind of disrupt it to an extent, right? And when you get with someone after understanding that you are where you need to be for that moment, right? Because again, there's still going to be constant growth, and this person can actually bring something into your life that's special. I think that's the point where you should really go into. Now, don't get me wrong, there are people that start at level 1 and they get with someone, and you know, that person helps them get to that level that they want to get to.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, I do feel like you should be at a certain point in life before you start looking at relationships.
Yesterday.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about this?
I agree with both sides of the coin. I've kind of been on both sides of the coin as well, so I do understand how hard it is to develop a serious relationship when you're trying to build yourself, especially when you're doing like unconventional things, right? So I do think, like Trom said, like you do have to start at a level. There is a base level, right? Because I do think what I've learned about myself is that getting in relationships and not being established how I want to, my personal life and the shit going on with me always affected how I showed up in a relationship. So stuff that I wanted to do, I wasn't able to do, right? Or stuff that I should be doing, I was late on, right? So even though I felt like I knew how I wanted to move, me living out of survival kind of stopped me from doing it sometimes, right? So now I'm questioning myself as a partner, right? So I feel like it adds a lot of issues to things as opposed to being a little bit more established, right? That's just my take on it personally.
Yo, I was gonna yell. Yesterday you stopped me from yelling. I promise you stopped me from yelling. And the reason why is because not being able to do the things that you want for your girl or provide the things that your family needs, it can be very emasculating. It can be very emasculating, and I will say that. So I understand your sentiments a little bit, right? But what are you doing while you're not in that serious relationship? Because you're not telling me you're just fucking super focused all the time. You know how distracting pussy is? All these different bitches in and out the crib, all these different dates. You know how much that shit costs? You know how many mistakes it takes to get a baby mom? It only takes one.
Facts.
One good mistake, and now you got a hell of a distraction, right? Then we're not taking into account how women are valuable, bro. The right woman in your life, not only can she help you make better decisions, she can introduce you to some shit. Their brains work completely different than us. That's why they're so annoying, by the way. It's why they're so annoying, because they look at life differently, right? We might look at life through this super focused telescope, microscope and shit, but their shit is like a fucking, like, it's like an octagon of glass where it's all these reflections and information. They're like fucking Doctor Strange sitting there like, literally. That's literally what they're doing, and it's constant, right? But if you get one and you focus with her and you build with her, she can help point you in the right directions all the time. You might not be the most social nigga, but she done made networks over here that she can introduce you, rather than you trying to be that nigga to all of these random bitches, right? While you trying to build yourself up, you over here hopping around, you over here hopping her bed. Bro, that shit is 80%.
But that's
distraction that's in your life. That's 80%.
But that's to assume that you're letting women into your life at all.
You're not fucking.
Right?
This is what we just gonna do. We just gonna act like niggas just not fucking.
No, all right.
Never.
So
Niggas is not fucking.
Here's I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier with the price of pussy being low. You don't have to pay to fuck, right? If you have. I don't have to pay to fuck. Let me just say me.
Time is paying.
Right.
Time is paying.
It is.
Energy
All I need
is paying.
5 minutes.
Energy is paying. No.
All I need is 5
No,
minutes.
stress is
No, but-
paying.
But
stress is paying.
All right, look, I get all of that. I 100% agree with what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is ultimately, she's talking about relationships, right? And she said, find your purpose first. You don't have to be making money within your purpose. If you find your purpose first, then that person can help you build your purpose. Like, for instance, I spent the whole weekend making a logo for my new podcast coming out, right? But without her, I would not have been able to pinpoint what I was looking for, right? Exactly. But I have my purpose. My purpose is in the media space, right? Okay. And she can help me build that media space. So what I'm saying is, for what she said, I agree with it to the extent of what she was saying, like what she said in the box. I'm sorry?
Are you still building?
Yes.
And so that's the thing. Getting into a serious relationship while you're still building is the worst. That was when I said. Right. Not saying until you find your purpose. There's difference, right? Like, words mean things.
Right.
As Charm said, you could be looking for your purpose for years.
Facts.
Years. I done went to jail and came home, did one podcast, said, oh shit, I'm a freak nigga. Let me do another one. Right. Like, you know what I mean? And then now I'm like, damn, I found purpose.
Right.
But having a great woman by my side from the beginning, I feel like I wouldn't have suffered so many. If I was willing to be a good man too, I had to be willing to be that too, right? And so there's nuance in that. But yeah, bro, I totally disagree. I totally disagree.
Here's the thing, right? With
like
her,
1000% disagree.
With her, she said a specific thing.
We don't know if that was a woman. You think that was a woman?
Oh, I don't know.
One of them
with that person,
man
they said a specific thing. With me, my situation is different from what she's saying, right? I have a career as well. I don't just do media. Like outside of media, I have a 9 to 5, right? I make decent money there, right? So I'm able to maintain a relationship in that aspect, right? But like me, I'm in a different space than what it sounds like she's talking about. It sounds like she's talking about someone that hasn't established themselves in anything.
That was a man, by the way.
Oh,
that posted that.
But you read it out loud, yeah?
Yeah. It was
okay.
a man that posted.
All right. So I was confused.
You keep saying it's a woman. Do you think that's something that a woman would say to a man?
Damn sure wouldn't.
That a man should be established before you get in a relationship? They say it all day on the internet. They say it all day on the internet.
That was too
in
specific.
many different ways. In many different ways. Yeah, you got to buy me a Birkin. You can't. You shouldn't DM me if you don't got no money. You got to pay my bills. If I'm in the grocery line and you want to talk to me, pay for my groceries. They say it every day in multiple different ways.
Send a Cash App first.
Yeah, like are you shitting me? There's women out there right now with Cash Apps, their Cash App account in their profiles.
I think mine is in my bio too. But
you're a brand. You're a brand.
A whole out here.
So
they not brands too? They can't be a brand?
90% of them ain't no brand. It'll be their birthday and they'll post their Cash App under the.
That's
like,
hate.
yo,
Glady,
that's hate.
That's hate.
It's hate.
That's hate, bro.
I got to give it a buck.
So everybody with a Cash App is a brand now?
It's hate. We all brands.
I think
we all brands.
Come on.
Brand name, like Pepsi. I'm a brand name.
I will say something, although I disagree with you for the most part, Glady, one thing that you brought up, I will say, like, you should have a certain level of discipline and emotional maturity before you consider being in a relationship. But I just feel like a lot of times the narrative, to your point on the internet, oh, broke niggas shouldn't date. That's the part I disagree with. Like,
broke niggas shouldn't breathe.
There are. I'm a supportive of starving artists. I'm supportive of people trying to figure it out. And like Tahoe's point, the right partner will help you figure it out. As long as you're a good person, and that goes back to the emotional maturity. Because there's been times in my life where I could say, nah, I was not ready for a serious relationship. You know what I mean? I just wasn't there yet. So I could understand that part. Right.
Because I've been in relationships where I didn't know what my purpose was and I was just trying to find my way. And it put strain on my relationship. That wasn't fair to her. It wasn't fair to her. And like you said, women are great. Women are amazing creatures. Like I love women. Like my mom gave me the appreciation that I have for women at the end of the day. She's a single mom, raised 4 boys, right? 4 boys that are not dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did my shit. I get it. But I've recovered from that, right? And now I have a woman in my life that I adore, right? And I don't know if I even would have the idea to come up with a second podcast if she wasn't inspiring me every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not discounting what women can bring to a guy that's trying to find his way. I'm not.
Whiskey balls?
But,
Yeah,
she's literally, she's one
whiskey balls. You didn't come up with another one?
Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe not. I'd have just been hyper focused on the one that I have, you know. But she always talk about, maybe you need to think about something different. Maybe basically she just throws ideas my way, and I just mull them over, and they're like, you know what, she's right.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Right, and
exactly what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
and
But you have to
I
be
agree
willing
with
to
that.
listen. So
yeah,
there's
you
a lot
do.
of work
you
as
do.
a man because if you're not there, and if you haven't done that work as a man, where like we don't like taking directions from women. Like, don't tell me to make a left if I'm going right. Like, oh no, you can go this way. Yo, I got it. Like,
That's submission
we don't
bullshit.
like taking directions from women when we're still basically trying to prove ourselves to ourselves and to them. So you've got to have a certain amount of work that you have done as a man to, allow her to give suggestions and listen. And I'm still doing that with my lady right now. Like,
Why do you think? Well, I say women are the prize, right? The reason I say that is, right, a man has to go out there and do a lot of hard work, and because of that hard work, he has earned something, and that's his prize.
No, it's Dodge face.
What the fuck did I do? I didn't even move.
I think as soon as he said men have to hard work, Dodge, I could just
No, they
Dodge.
do. We like
That's what y'all supposed to
if
do.
you say
Y'all were
generally,
bred to work hard.
work hard so we can get our prize, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
and that's why we're the catch. Right? We go out there, we work hard, we get ourselves to a certain level, and then a woman catches us as she sees us, or we choose her and she's our prize. Like either way,
Wait, we the prize.
men are the catch, women are the prize.
Men are the catch.
Yeah.
The catch.
I think we fucked it up over time.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. See, like Dodge is looking.
But it's definitely I think women are the ultimate prize at the end of the day, because you as a man, you're supposed to go out there and earn the right to pull her out of her daddy's house.
Yes.
Like the big teddy bear that you win at the carnival.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
You work hard to do it.
Yeah,
At the
I
end
agree.
of the day, I think that's what's lost
Be a
now.
man.
It's lost now, and this is why the narrative is so like all over the place nowadays. We lost what we had. We lost the structure of what things should be like.
How do we lose it?
We lost it over time. We lost it over time.
What
You're about to be mad at me.
What
But
happened?
modern
Tell me.
feminism.
Feminism?
Modern feminism, not feminism. Modern feminism.
Modern feminism is what did it?
Yeah.
It wasn't the men not staying to raise their kids.
No, I think it's modern feminism more than anything.
Please explain.
Why modern feminism?
Because you had feminism in the past, right? Where women wanted equal rights for to an extent, like equality,
Fucking silly.
equality, and then
never wanted that shit.
and then
outta here.
moving forward, everyone had. It's kind of like playing telephone, right? Moving forward, everyone had their interpretation of what feminism is or what it should be, and then over time it just changed to accept. Like people like OnlyFans is literally a byproduct of feminism.
How did we get here?
People want their independence, right?
Everybody should have independence.
Yeah, but women want their independence.
We're not
right?
supposed to be independent.
You are. You can be. But what I'm saying is like there's a certain level of independence that's required to do certain things, like being on those yachts other than sleeping with men, rich men, going on trips other than having rich men pay for it, right? So the easiest way to do that is what?
Work.
If you can work, right? But if you can make money really fast, why not do it? If you got all you got to do is show your ass.
What about drug dealers?
Same thing.
So how do they fall into that equation of wanting to do things and have this
Fast
amount
paper-
of luxury?
Fast paper fucks up families.
So, okay, going back to the original point.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically saying that we lost the plot somewhere.
Yes.
And the way that we lost the plot is because women wanted to be independent?
No, I said feminism.
Modern feminism
Modern
is
feminism
independence. That's what you...
yeah. It's hyper independence.
So hyper...
It's more so hyper independence because, like, you guys, not you guys, not all of you, but the women that actually fall into that category, they don't want to allow men to take care of them. They want to be in a space where they don't need a man. Whereas when men make money, they go to a space where they want to take care of their families. Women make money to not need us at the end of the day.
Had to be hyper independent because the men were missing the mark. They were not protecting the family. They were leaving the family, and they were not financially taking care of the family. There is no way. No, there is very few women that want to be hyper independent. But if you have a man that was never raised by a man,
If you chose
you
a man that wasn't
cannot-
raised by a man.
If you choose a man that was never raised by a man, how can you lead if you've never seen leadership? So why would I give you the power to be the leader and you don't even have your own shit together?
Why are you choosing a man that's not a leader? That's the question that needs to be asked. Because
that's what's left.
no, it's not.
That's
cap.
a lot of what's
No, it's
left.
not. That's
I'm not
cap.
rolling with
that.
That's
It's a
cap.
lot of
And see,
what's
that's
left.
lack of accountability right
On
there
whose side?
on the woman's side. Because if you are choosing men that can't lead, that's on you. That's not on the man that's not leading.
But
That is
maybe
on
it's
you.
because we were bred to think that men were natural born leaders. So we falsely assumed that men had a power that y'all didn't have. And then once we realized that that wasn't the case, then you have to fend for yourself because the
No,
family
then you have to
still has
leave.
affi-
No, you have to leave.
Yeah,
Because
and
you
the family
will
still
know.
has to survive.
You will know. You won't even have a family yet. You will know if a man is not a leader within the first 3 months of talking to the nigga.
Depending on what you understand.
No, depending on what you're asking. If you're not asking intentional questions to see if someone's a leader, that's on you. If you don't know what questions to ask, that's still on you.
And who's teaching them what questions to ask?
I have a clip. Let me see.
A man with money is expected to share, but a woman with money is told she doesn't need a man. Same income, totally different rules. Let me explain before you get mad. In our culture, men are taught from day one that if they're not earning, they're failing. If they can't provide, they're not real men. If they don't pick up the check, they're broke or stingy. A man's value is often reduced to his financial output. Now flip the script. When women become successful, we don't expect them to carry anybody. In fact, we celebrate it as a form of freedom. Yes, queen, you're independent. She doesn't need a man. He's expected to provide, but she's expected to escape. Because if we really want partnership, then we need to stop placing all the financial burden on one side. Well, celebrating freedom.
That's what I'm trying to say. She said it better than I could.
What?
I don't know. That's
Because that's what it, bro. We all know that. It's been in music. Oh, what?
don't need no man.
No,
IND.
Fucking on the scamming ass.
no. It's about
bitch ass
what. Basically, what's yours is yours, and what's mine is mine. Like some shit like that. But
What's yours
it's
is
music.
ours and what's mine is mine.
Yeah, some shit like that. So basically, it's literally it's fed to us. It's been fed to us our whole lives.
So then
It's-
why
it's-
men don't have more money?
Okay, Dodge. You
See,
come on,
y'all
come on,
see.
I'm just saying, if that's what it is, and we know that this is what it is, so why? Where is the money? Why are we out earning and out independenting the men? Why?
Because instead of-
nobody wants to do this shit.
And-
I work too hard. I don't want to do this. I want to be a housewife. I want to sit in the house. I want to make mimosas and wear cute dresses, and I can't.
Right.
And it's because of the way that society is built. It is right now. So I am not a feminist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think that there is onus that needs to be put on the generation of men that did not raise their daughters on what to look for and raise their sons on who they were supposed to be. A lot of my generation are hyper independent because our fathers failed, which is y'all generation.
I'm not old enough to be a daddy.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You said 1971.
I'm 46. I'm 10 years older than you.
How you know how old I am?
You said it
Oh, I
earlier.
did.
Got him. Yeah.
I'm not old enough to be your
All
daddy.
right, so then
But-
are you a part of their generation? Because they definitely older than
He's
me.
only 4 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm not that much younger than you.
If I'd have had you when I was 14,
I mean, it happens.
but no,
But-
that was the generation before me.
So it was y'all fathers that failed.
But here's the thing, right?
But you got to think
Somebody
about
daddies failed.
But you
here.
got to also thinking about what happened to the black community
Yeah, why
at
you-
that
right.
time.
Why you keep saying they-
it wasn't?
they
Yo,
failed?
you can't do that. Yo, Josh, listen, you're so intelligent, but you just don't be selective with your understanding.
I'm not selective with
because
my understanding.
because it's convenient.
Because crack
You
was not.
You
it
do
was
know,
in the
but
inner
there's
city.
also
There
a
are still
thing.
men that were in the South, that were in the Midwest,
Black
that
men-
were not into crack.
Black
Crack
men
got everywhere.
and black communities suffered because of the way the government did black communities, redlining,
Yes.
welfare,
After the war.
bigging up women and putting men in, bigging up the black women
understand
and
that.
putting men in jail,
Yes.
like privatizing the jails and making it like a thing for them to make money off of us being incarcerated. They broke our families the
13th
fuck
Amendment.
up. They broke the man down. They gave the women more power. They said, hey, and by the way, you get even more if you don't have that nigga there.
Right.
If that nigga who we locked up and we did this through the system, if he stays there, you can't get this extra assistance.
I understand that.
Then
And
they
that-
gave
and
y'all
that's the
more power in the court.
That's
to
the
say, yo, we
accountability
gonna
that
keep
they don't
these
want to
niggas
take.
down.
But
It's the accountability that doesn't want to be taken because it's easy
what
it's
were
easy to
women
say
supposed to do?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's easy to just say men.
No, I'm
Never
asking
made it
the
your
question.
fault.
Yeah,
I know it's not my fault.
right, but
you
it's
can't-
also not men's fault.
I know it's not my fault.
But you have to
But
understand.
no, when the question is aligned to, the question is like you said that the reason why we are like the world is the way it is because of hyper independence from women. As we're having this conversation of understanding the byproduct of how we got here, I think that it's disingenuous to make it about women and not also add men into the equation. No woman wants to be hyper independent. We were bred this way. And then on top of that, I think that it is also not fair to speak on the choices that women made when it came to certain men if there was no one there to teach us better. We don't know these things through osmosis. I learned discernment and I learned how to vet properly in dating after spending 3 years in therapy. That shit did not happen through osmosis. So I think that it's not fair to blame women for that. Or everybody gonna have to take blame. Or if we gonna blame one side, I'm blaming the other. And it is what it is.
I think ultimately we all agree that there's some shared responsibility,
Right.
men and women, right? But I think it's a dangerous thing when we're talking about men. Let's stick to the subject and let's deal with the men and their issues. And if we're talking about women, like he mentioned modern feminism, like I felt like it did the conversation a disservice to immediately deflect and be like, oh, well, what about the niggas that's doing it? Like,
No, we just had two
why
answers
we
to the
can't
same
just
question.
focus on, obviously the responsibilities are shared, but let's focus on one subject. Like at some point we have to address the women's role and modern feminism role. And this it's a good conversation. We didn't need to derail it with like, well, what about the niggas?
No,
that
that
don't do this
wasn't.
and
No,
don't do
you're
that?
missing the origin of the conversation. I said who was at fault. He said modern feminism, and then
Right.
we both answered one question, so it wasn't derailed. He had his POV, I had my POV. Nobody derailed the conversation. This is how I see the disruption of where we are as far as dating and family is, and he sees it a different way. I never derailed the conversation.
I understand that. As the conversation evolved, I feel like every step of the way, it was always a way for it to be the niggas' faults.
It's not the niggas' fault. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's never y'all fault.
I think
It's always ours.
If you look at it, it breaks down to broken families, right? At the end of the day, it is broken families.
And who
at the end
tends
of
to
the day,
leave
right?
the family more? Because the bitches be stuck with these kids.
Right,
The
but-
niggas be making more kids with other bitches.
Right, but when we look at the divorce numbers, right, and we look at who files for divorce, right, it's mainly women.
Yes.
Right, so they're leaving, right. So when you look at those numbers and you see that they're the ones that's leaving, right, they're okay leaving because they have a whole system that's going to hold them down and give them the illusion of independence. If you are saying, hey, because I have 6 kids, I'm going to get this amount of money from the government. I'm going to pay $1.99 for rent for some places it's going to cost $2,000. Like, why do you feel you need a man if these are the things that are going to be in place, right? You could just say, you know what, I'm out, I'm leaving. He's cheating too much or whatever it is that he's doing. You leave, and then you have this lovely cushion to land on where niggas don't have no cushion to land on.
But
I have another clip. I'm sorry,
ahead.
y'all. I'm clipping it out today, but y'all are hitting marks, and these are things that I wasn't even sure I was going to talk about. But let's see if I can.
Men will put their family before their happiness, and women will put their happiness before their family. I've heard that claim, especially made by men who have been burnt dealing with broken women. And my answer to that is it's not true. It's not a gender-specific thing. It's not men do this, women do that. The reality is that selfish, emotionally immature, broken people put their happiness before their family. The difference between men and women is, and I'm sorry if this is sexist, but it's true, when a man is
is selfish and puts his happiness before his family, the family can basically go on without him and continue to function. When a woman, however, puts her happiness before her family, that destroys the home. It's devastating, even for generations. And that's why it's more noticeable. And that's why it's more egregious. But there are plenty of women who put their family before their happiness. And they live a life of loneliness, of a lack of emotional connection. Maybe even they're being mistreated. They choose to endure it, to hold the family together. And you cannot say there aren't women who do that. There are women who do that every single day for years and have been doing that throughout history. But like I said, when they do it, it's not noticeable because the family isn't falling apart because of the selfishness of the husband. Whereas when you reverse it, when the woman is selfish, the family will fall apart and everyone notices.
Because the woman is the one that has to keep all the shit together, and the men, they could just.
All right, so I'm glad that you agreed with that, Daj, and I'm really not. I'm on both everybody's side here. I'm not. I don't have a you know what I mean. But if you agree with that, then how can't you understand that modern feminism could be what destroyed the relationship? If you're saying, hey, the women that are not valuing the family and more into themselves, right? That's what he was saying into this, right? When that happens, the breakup in the family, the effect on the family is more devastating. So if we go back to what Glady said, then he's saying the onus of what's happening in the community, in our homes, is I'm sorry, because I'm always on everybody's side. I'm on everybody's side. I'm on everybody's side. But if you're gonna agree with this, then you would have to at least hear him out when he's saying, hey, that hyper independence thing, where women are basically saying, fuck that, I'm out for me, I don't need you, would be more devastating to the community.
You know what?
Than men doing it when you're saying drug dealers and shit like that. This clip in itself would
fucking crazy. That's so fucked up.
Why? You just agree with it. You was agreeing with it the whole time he was talking.
No.
Yeah, we got him.
You don't.
We got him. Yeah.
I was agreeing to the thought process of the importance of the woman. I understand that as a woman, duh. Like, I get that part. But that kind of is a bigger conversation versus the one that I brought up. I think that it's a little bit different because I was specifically speaking about the fact that when we're talking about dating and how things are right now, how do we get here? What you're talking about is something completely different, but I will accept that. I will accept it, but I don't think that I think those are false equivalencies. What that means to me is that women have to continuously put their happiness to the side because the moment that a woman chooses their happiness, everything fucking crumbles, but it doesn't do that with the man, and that's a problem.
Is marriage around happiness?
I would hope so.
Because based on what we were talking about earlier, I can get cheated on. I'm supposed to say I won't be happy in that situation.
You'll get happy eventually. You'll be right.
But that's what I'm saying. Like marriage is not about happiness. Marriage is about respect, sacrifice, and all the other stuff. Like compromise. Like you sickness and health till death do us part. Better or worse, right? Being unhappy is about being worse. It's about the worst side, isn't it?
I do agree with what you're saying, Daj. That this clip in itself had a complete different conversation, right? I do agree with that, but I do believe that it taps into a larger conversation when we're talking about the hyper independence of women, and I think Glady, it's. I understood your point. I'm not sure if I can agree with it being the start of it, because you're trying to do a chicken and the egg thing, but that would have to come back to them having to have to do that, right? And so there's always going to be a generational thing that's an effect of what happened before, right? So if there are no men there,
right,
and we're choosing ourselves, because they was smoke crack. We was selling crack. We was promoting it. The music, the culture, everything was promoting. Do you fuck these bitches? Get money. They were there, right? MOB, money over bitches. The ladies was there.
Yep.
right? The tip drill video, just bunch of bitches shooting ass and you swiping shit through their ass, or the rolling down the street smoking endo, the chronic, and you just pouring beer on chicks. They was there.
Yep.
This affected them, right? So once they get their own power and they don't have to slut themselves out, or they don't have to be dehumanized until or objectified based off their body or their looks or whatever it may be, and say, you know what, I don't need you niggas. Y'all ain't gonna put me in just a video. I'm just not gonna be a video chick. I'm gonna rap and then I'm gonna empower these chicks. Or I'm gonna say my name. You ain't gotta fucking just do whatever he say, bitch. You got power too.
Yes.
Right.
That can also be looked at as an effect of what happened prior,
Right.
which would point to the men.
Right. But there's always going to be something before something, right?
Okay.
No, there is, right?
But you started it when you said modern feminism.
Right.
You didn't point to what happened before that.
Right.
And that was my only point.
Right. But again, when I pointed to modern feminism, I'm talking about like, this is why we're experiencing what we're experiencing right now, right? But we can go back to why modern feminism came into place. That will go back to feminism. And feminism will go back to saying, you know what? We can do exactly everything that men can do, right? Which is a false base to even build anything on, right? You can't do everything a man can do. It's impossible.
Actually, it's the other way around. Y'all can't do everything that we can do, but we could definitely do everything that y'all could do.
I don't agree.
All right, yo.
That is cap.
Have a baby.
I mean, I can't do that, but you can't get pregnant.
can't produce
without us
sperm. You
either.
can't produce sperm.
Like, it's not just
I
you.
can get, but no.
That's not just you.
That's
can
not
get
what I'm
it
talking
from
about.
And let me soften this blow for you.
Soften
I
it for
definitely
me.
can't do everything that a woman can do.
Y'all can't.
But I don't believe that a woman can do everything that a man can do.
What is something that a man has done that a woman cannot do? Give me two.
Between the legs dunk.
There you go. Done. Done. Impossible.
Y'all niggas
Done.
like-
No, that's what I'm saying. It's all
is
from
a
a
joke.
physical aspect.
This is a
I would
joke.
just
It's from
go
a
back to
physical
saying
aspect.
getting a woman pregnant.
Yeah, you can't produce
You
sperm.
just said have a baby, but you can't get a woman pregnant.
I cannot get a woman pregnant, but I can actually produce life. You
Yeah, but
cannot.
I'm producing life by getting you pregnant. You did that. You put yourself in that corner by telling me have a baby. You can't have a baby without me.
Facts. You can't.
I didn't ask you to do that. You did that. You like, yo,
You gotta hear
Sperm
both
bank
sides.
is still from a man. No matter how you put it, those are
What-
the two
all right.
things that are exclusive to one another.
Fine.
Right, but
Take that off the
outside
table.
of that,
What?
outside of that,
Give me something else.
for instance, all right, don't get me wrong, there will be outliers, right? 50 push-ups straight. Simple. Simple.
So you're
50 push-ups
saying
straight.
that most women cannot do 50 straight push-ups. So all them bitches that's in the military, all them bitches that's in the
How many-
Marines,
how many
that they
women
be
are in
doing
the
the
Marines?
same amount of push-ups
They're
as the
not doing
niggas
the
next
same.
to them.
They're not doing the same. They're not doing the same. You will not find any video of them doing as much push-ups as the nigga that could do the most push-ups in the military. Period. It's impossible.
Okay.
Physically, you just can't do it.
I
Okay.
literally said between.
Physically, you can't do it. There's no muscle group in your body that's stronger than a man's. Generally, there's
There is no muscle
none. I ain't
group
gonna
in a
hold on.
woman that's
They-
stronger than a man.
Not
They can,
one.
they can
Not
hold
my
the baby
uterus?
longer than me.
We don't
Any
have
woman.
a uterus.
But that's stronger than anything in a man's body.
You ever try to hold the baby while you cooking food and
Bro.
talking to your homegirl on the phone, homie?
There's no
Women can do that way stronger, way longer than us.
There's
nigga.
no muscle group in a woman that is stronger than the muscle
I don't
group
know.
of a man.
Have you ever tried to hold a baby while seasoning chicken and talking to your homegirl on the phone?
Yo, I'm screaming.
Bro.
No.
What muscle group is that?
All
Because
of
they
them.
can do that shit. And I think all of them could do it. And they be shaking the baby.
Doesn't mean that they're
And they be
stronger.
gossiping. They be like this. And that nigga wasn't shit. That nigga was over by Deborah Crib. You try to do that? Have you ever tried to do it?
That's called hyper independence.
That's
sir.
crazy. Listen.
That's hyper independence. Get your man to hold a baby.
Multitasking.
Yeah, get your man to hold a baby.
Yo.
Man, niggas ain't,
If he in the house,
niggas ain't shit.
I can't hold the baby as long as a
Hold
woman can hold the baby.
Yes, you can. Man.
No, I can't.
You don't want
I
to.
have multiple. I can't.
Bro,
do it.
there's no way.
They be
Listen,
holding
at the
them
end,
shits
at the
for
end of the day, at the end of the day, bro, because there's a maternal instinct. There's a maternal instinct
And
that
some
men don't
strength
have.
comes with that.
right?
There's strength that comes with that. They build it from somewhere.
Bruh,
Sorry, my bad.
there's no way. I'm talking from a technical, scientific, general standpoint. There's no way. Women are not stronger than men in no aspect. Physical, no physical aspect.
73% of men say they feel unacknowledged in relationships unless they are producing or providing.
Good for them.
Even the strongest men want to feel, this is by 8 at the table, even the strongest men want to feel seen beyond what they produce. When a man's worth is only tied to what he brings financially, emotional burnout follows. True partnership starts when he's valued not just as a provider, but as a person. Psychologists call this conditional validation, a key driver of silent resentment in relationships. You keep saying good for him.
I don't give a fuck. Yo, today is one of them days that's really like fuck niggas. Like I don't care about none of y'all today.
She got the sandals on.
I can't. Y'all making my head hurt.
Why? You've been doing this, yo. The last episode you was doing this too. What's going on with you in this? You're more understanding. Well, I remember a couple years you was in this fuck these niggas bad.
Niggas is dusty, dusty, crusty,
but you kind of got out of that.
Poor.
But lately you've been in. What's going on? One of your homegirls got cheated on or something?
No.
What's going on?
I'm just tired of y'all.
But you have a man.
I have my man is not like.
If that's the case, then why are you so mad at the rest of niggas?
Because that's the problem, Tahoe. You're not doing the science. Since she's came back from the wedding, she's been looking at niggas like filth. She's looking at niggas like the scum of the earth. Just do the science. How just do it? Just think about it a little bit. We have not gotten any bail since she's gotten back.
None.
No
son.
bail.
Hate it.
We just talking about
Hate
shit
y'all.
that's like, yo. And she's like, yeah, fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, yeah, fuck them. What the fuck did we do to you?
Exist.
I ain't gonna
Breathe.
lie to you, bro. I'm out there looking for a crib, and I was speaking about this, the emasculation, right? You feel? Man, for
Travis is a
$800,000 crib, bro. And Tron, I want to talk to you and your fiance about this, bro. The fucking mortgage came back at $8,000 a month.
Yep.
But all of the houses, even so, matter of fact, the mortgage for the $700,000 house was like $8,000 a month. That means even if I get a rental for $3,000, let's say you rent something for $3,000, me and my fiance got to come up with $5,000 every month for 30 years.
And that's why I don't have a house yet.
I got so quiet, bro. Because I'm approved for whatever.
Right.
But can I afford to pay that every month?
Yeah, the math.
You know, you just gotta pray for a war or the stock market to crash and then revisit all this.
But it's kind of still like, as a man, like, damn, I'm looking at like, yo, you know, I have found this crib that had 4 bedrooms. That means me and her got a room. Her daughters get a room. My sons got a room when they come over. I was like, yeah. And the nigga was like, yeah, your mortgage is gonna be $6,300 a month. And that's after the rent, because the renting the apartment was in there. So the mortgage is $8,800 a month. You know how that made me feel as a man?
Right.
Why did that make you feel a way as a man?
Because I can't provide. We can't afford this.
Nobody can. This is why nobody's buying houses right now. That's why they're so inflated. And you can go look at that same house and go back 10 years ago, and that house was probably worth $500,000.
$300,000, $370,000.
Exactly. It's unsustainable right now. This is why these houses are sitting there. So why is it that you looking at it as a deficit of you versus the fact that the economy is fucked up and this is a byproduct of that?
Systematic
I
issue.
understand exactly how Tahoe feels. It's just a feeling that you have. All of us in this room are doing well for ourselves. But when your partner wants something and you just can't, because the math ain't mathing, you just ain't all the way there, it hits. It's not like you a bum-ass nigga, but it's like, damn, man, I wish I was like in a higher tax bracket where I could afford certain things.
And I know that women do feel this way. But as a man, I don't want to compare it, but I feel like I'm supposed to show up. I feel like I'm supposed to be able to do this. And when I told her that, she was like, okay, so that ain't gonna work or whatever. But she went off and started taking care of the cats I just got her or whatever. She was doing her thing. And I'm sitting there trying to figure out what to do. That's not a sit. I don't feel like she's sitting there trying to figure out what to do.
No.
Like, she's like, he's gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And then he'll come to me with a situation that we can work through. But I gotta figure it out. That's how I feel. And I feel like that's what men often feel. And when you can't, that's not a laughing matter. You fucking laugh. That's not a laughing matter.
I'm not laughing at you right now. Be happy. I'm listening. The fuck?
I don't know. It's not about you.
But I think that goes to her point that she said earlier about the mental health aspect of it, right? See how deep you're thinking about it without, well, I'm not sure if you had the conversation, talk to her how you told her how you feel, like one-on-one versus, her potentially seeing on the podcast. But like going to her like, yo, babe, I do feel some kind of way that I can't do this for us right now.
I can't say that. I'm not going to say that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm not going to say I can't. I'm going to figure it out.
But then we hold it in, we try to figure it out. Whereas she might even have the idea that might make it work.
Oh, no,
You
she
know what I'm
gave me
saying?
the idea to work.
Right.
It worked.
But
Mom
yeah.
actually gave it to me, and I've been ignoring it since the beginning of time. Since the
Right.
beginning, I've been ignoring it, but I don't want to listen to your mom.
Because why would you ever listen to the women in your life?
In any case, this little quote here, I'm pretty sure a lot of men out there feel it. And although I might have the solution because she and her mom gave me the solution, most men don't make what I make.
Right.
I would think, right? I seen a quote that said only 18% of men make between $100,000 and $146,000 a year. Only 18% of men. Most don't.
And that's men in general, not
That's
even
men.
if you break it down
That's
as
not
black
even
men.
Black men. Right? And the cost of life is going up. It's getting worse and worse, right? And so I can imagine there's a lot of men out there that are in society and the way society is right now, and women are excelling at levels unprecedented. They are
Facts.
smoking us in almost every category, but yet we're still supposed to be the protectors, the providers, the leaders, that know what to do, right? And according to this one, we're supposed to get less sleep. I didn't know
remember that.
Yeah, I told y'all that last week. Wake your ass up and go to
We're
work.
supposed to get less sleep. And it's just
go
like, it can be, Glady, I'm glad you said it, the mental health part, but it can be very debilitating.
It can be. But we still got to do it because we still got to be men at the end of the day.
What does that mean?
That means we still got to get up and do it because at the end of the day, no one's going to do it for us, right? We can't work at McDonald's and some rich lady comes in and say, "Oh, I would marry you," versus the other way around. We can walk in McDonald's, see a baddie, and be like, "You know what? You don't have to work here no more."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the video you played earlier with the lady saying, when men go out there and make a lot of money, it's to take care of everything and take care of the family. Whereas the other way around, it's not really that generally, right? There are some women out there that will do that, right? And I get it, and shout out to them, right? But at the end of the day, men can't expect it as much as women can expect it
And demand it.
and demand it. They feel it. Not everyone, but a lot of women feel entitled to it without putting in any of the work.
Sean, you were speaking on the feelings that I was having, and I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I cut you off. What is the answer to that?
I mean,
A healthy answer to it, by the way.
I think Glady kind of hit the nail on the head. It's like we're gonna have those feelings. It's good to acknowledge it. It's good to talk about it. But at the end of the day, you just gotta do it. Like we just gotta like take it and hopefully it'll motivate you instead of keep you down. You know what I mean? Like every day I think about things that I want to do in my life, and I'm like, yo, if I had a lot more money, things would be a lot smoother, and I would feel better about myself. And I was very candid on this podcast about it. When we talked about like, yo, you've been engaged 5 years, how come y'all not married yet? A big part of it is like, I don't want to spend the money on the wedding. Now, if money wasn't an issue in my life, we would have had a big ass wedding years ago. I'm just being honest. So there's a part of me like, there's a certain life that I would have loved to provide that just financially just don't make sense for me right now. Now, that don't mean I'm a broke ass, bum ass nigga, so I'm not like depressed about it. But to Tahoe's point, sometimes it'll make you feel a ways. Yeah. So I try to use that as motivation. So there's a balance between using it as motivation and understanding that feeling of slight emasculation. Like, just don't let it get you down, but try to use it as fuel. You know what I mean? At the same time, because at the end of the day, like Glady said, we gotta just do it. We just, we gotta figure the shit out because ain't nobody gonna figure it out for us.
Okay. Yep. Well, here's me trying to figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Podcast. I'm gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bought my motherfucking fiance 2 cats.
What kind of cat?
Kittens. They're great, bro. Don't ask me these questions. Fucking great.
I'm still tripping over this shit.
Huh?
I was like, yo, I ain't know cats were for sale. I thought you could just find them.
Yeah. She would chase them down the street. I'm telling you. We go and look at houses. She's in the backyard trying to fucking steal a cat. Look at it. It's like, it's a kitten. His mother is over there somewhere. Right. Gonna kick your ass. Yeah. Trust me, it's not going to be pretty. She come back. She don't give a fuck about the backyard. She just wanted the cat. All right, y'all. I'm about to.
So you stole the cats?
No, she couldn't catch up with the cat. She chased it around. She couldn't catch up with it. I know she's in here somewhere. Like, I did not chase it. Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
So you bought her the 2 kittens?
Yeah, I bought 4.
4?
I bought one for my mom, 1 for my sons, 2 for my
Nice little package deal?
Yeah. There was a whole litter. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just get them all. And my mom loves. What are you looking at me like that for?
I'm just
my mom loves
Nigga got pets in bulk.
Yeah, Costco.
Nigga with a Costco cat.
Went to Catco.
Like.
Well, and then my sons want, they had one, and theirs jumped out the window trying to escape from the Virgo.
Bro, all right, wrap this up. Yo, please get us out of here. Somebody get us out of here. Yeah, that's it. Yo.
All right. So shameless. Glady, matter of fact, before we done, Glady, I keep calling him Vladdy. Glady, where can they find you? They can
find me at Toxic with Benefits. They can find me at GLXDXMXR.
That's great.
All on on Instagram. It's literally my first name with no vowels.
Spell it out, bro. What did you just say?
G is my name Gladimar, but you remove all of the vowels and put X's. So it's GLXDXMXR versus GLADIMAR. And keep an eye out for Whiskey Balls coming soon.
Whiskey Balls.
Yo, can you text me all that?
Yeah,
I
definitely
swear I'm not going to remember that.
So
y'all who want to see him and go to his pages, look in the description of this video, all right? And all his information will be there.
I want to thank you again for inviting me on. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, you definitely be back. You'll definitely be back. It was a great guest. Thank you so much, bro. No, and hopefully I get invited over there to TWB.
Honestly, I would love to have you on Whiskey Balls before TWB. Have me. You know what? Both. Balls. Either way. Both. You come to both podcasts.
Yeah, I could go to both.
Yeah, come to both.